like she can't see the reaction time.
Yep.
So you've got, I guess it's just get the feel. It's just you and the car. So
pretty much it's you in the car and what you can see from the other lane as well.
Yeah.
Do you need to stay in it? Do you need to back off? It's tricky. And in the altereds and the dragsters and whatnot, there's not a lot of visibility.
No,
so
that's right.
It's not like a sedan car where you can turn your head over and look out the back window, you know.
Yeah.
So,
or have a rear vision mirror or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Well, that's just the...
that's how it rolls.
That's it. Sometimes you're the pigeon, sometimes you're the statue.
Gary Durrington in the 202 power dragster. Red light. We got Mark Bull, 200 reaction time. All he needs to do is just basically run it on through there. He does get the win.
Yeah.
A 788 still on a 786 dial-in. So.
Yeah, and Durrington went under 10 seconds, so he's into the nines. Well, he was running nines, just ran a 9. I don't know if no, he didn't. He's at 10.00 something, I think it was 10.003,
10.00.
and so just a little bit too quick.
All right, Bukareshliov here in the Aeroflow lane on 788 dial-in. We got Martin Borg 725. Big mile per hour out of Martin Borg's dragster with that 610 cubic inch big block.
Yeah.
But George's front engine dragster is no slouch with that relatively little 365 LS.
Yeah, it's a good little... it runs hard, doesn't it? I mean,
it certainly does.
A 788, and it's running A, not double A or anything.
Yep.
So
still naturally
just
aspirated.
naturally aspirated. So pretty stout. Oh, they're pushing Martin Borg back because it's raining, I'd say. They're pushing them both back.
We have some more precipitation, unfortunately, folks.
Yeah. Yes, we have no bananas.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I forgot to get back.
Well, as much as I hate to do it, we are going to have to throw to some more ads, folks. We've got a little bit of precipitation out here. It doesn't look like it's too heavy, and we're forever optimists here at Sydney Dragway that we will get some clear running again. So stick with us, and we'll just throw these mentions up from our lovely sponsors.
Not slow.
Not difficult.
Not just ticking boxes.
Not a bank.
Talk to Australia's real-life non-bank for home loans, car loans, personal loans. Pepper Money, the home of loan options.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's Home and Contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
Bangshift shifters from Aeroflow Performance are truly the modern shifter for the modern age. Featuring a full bespoke billet case, all shifters are designed for right-hand drive vehicles with an LED lit gear position indicator. Available in either ratchet or gated options, as well as OEM replacement shifters for popular Holden and Ford vehicles. A large range of Bangshift spares are available for each shifter that includes shifter cables, brackets, lever and gate kits, trans brake buttons and drop boxes for the ideal mounting solution. Shift into gear and check out a full listing at aeroflowperformance.com.
Bank said no to your home loan? Talk to us.
Not a bank.
Talk to Australia's real-life non-bank for home loans, car loans, personal loans. Pepper Money, the home of loan options.
I've chosen to use VP Racing fuel since I was a teenager racing motocross, which was 21 years ago now. I just have a really personal trust with VP Racing fuels.
Running on the ragged edge of blowing up and not, a lot of it has to do with the race fuel, and that's what we rely on, VP Racing fuels.
VP has been making racing fuel for 43 years. They're the official fuel of multiple top series globally. No matter where we are in the world, no matter what fuel we need, it's always consistent. It's always perfect and exactly what we're expecting and our tuners expecting. They support myself, my Drift Alliance bros, and for that, I'm extremely thankful. Keep making amazing fuels, and we'll keep out there having fun.
Boosted turbochargers from Aeroflow Performance are designed for the automotive enthusiast who wants optimal performance at a competitive price. We have a range of turbochargers in both ceramic ball bearing and 360-degree journal bearing options to suit your power goals from 200 up to 3,000 horsepower. To help turbocharge your vehicle, Aeroflow Performance also have a large range of turbocharger accessories. From steam pipe turbo manifolds, external wastegates, and intake and exhaust solutions, you can have your car boosted in no time. For a full listing, check out aeroflowperformance.com.
If we funded a pilot program for you to run that enabled you to bring some vision impaired kids onto the Saints Play program.
Oh wow, that would mean the world. My reward is the smile on the kids' faces.
And since you've given so much to others, we'd also like to do something for you personally. How would it feel if Pepper sent you, your partner, and your daughter Molly to the Gold Coast for a few days?
Yeah, awesome. I don't know what to say. It amazes me. Thank you very much.
Stay informed, up to date and entertained thanks to the Western Weekender. The Western Weekender is Penrith's leading free and local newspaper, delivering the best content from on-the-ground journalists and providing businesses with direct access to potential customers. News, sport, entertainment, puzzles and so much more. The Western Weekender is the heartbeat of Penrith and it's out every Thursday. Get your free copy at selected locations in the area, home delivered, or check out westernweekender.com.au.
Alright, another short-lived break there. Gladly over and done with. We're back with George Pogorzeliev and Martin Borg trying to round out the modified class in round one, or elimination one, I should say. Here at round three, Speed Addict Clothing New South Wales Track Championships here at Sydney Dragway. We got George pulling in on a 788 dial-in. Borg coming up on a 25. So we'll see Pogorzeliev leave the line first. Martin Borg out to hunt him down towards the line. Right, full stage for Borg. George is in. 0.24 reaction time to a 6.59. That was a bit of a wiggle from George's dragster there, but this is going to be a good one. Certainly.
Yeah.
7.97 on a 7.88 for Pogorzeliev, a 7.36 on a 25, but the margin of victory with that reaction time difference, 6.5 tenths.
Yeah.
Good win for George there. Right, moving on, we've got Nathan Cooper in this wild Holden Gemini and Scott Cousins in the Toyota 2J powered 1200 Coupe. This will be a race if everything is...
yeah, for sure.
All things being equal. The attitude of Cooper's car and the way that he drives that thing down the strip, super impressive, and a mile per hour potential from Cousins 1200. makes for a very exciting race.
Cousins in the rocket lane. It's the quicker of the two. They've nominated. He's dialed in at 770. Scott Cousins in the rocket lane. Nathan Cooper's dialed in 833. Now, this thing has got. Last time I saw it, it just nearly clipped the edge of the blue mark, the line marking there, just past the 60 foot. And, this is much better from him.
Certainly 094 reaction time at 183 for Cousins in the rocket lane.
Oh.
And Cooper gets the win at 838 with a 5 on a 33 dial in.
And he got there first too, so
all
nice and clean.
Yeah, a bit of a rough launch from Cousins in the rocket lane. It's a bit of wheel hop. Right, here comes that Fontana powered XA coupe from Josh Boscovich. It's got the Lenko gearbox in there.
Oh, right. Oh, look, I didn't realise. I just realised that Leo George is running Top Sportsman instead of Super Sedan. Yes. So he's must have done a bit of work on it because it's a beautiful little car.
Yeah, it's got a lot more tyre under it now. It's always interesting watching the backup for Josh Boscovich in that SA because the thing moves around so much when he does his giant burnouts. There's usually a bit of a trek to get it back in the groove.
Oh, there it goes.
Bit of a purge from nitrous. We got not another interruption.
Yeah, so.
Looks like we might have that pesky precipitation back again, which is really frustrating because, you know, like starting these cars, turning them off, starting them again, turning them off, it's just not good for the setup. It's not good for the engine themselves.
No, they're probably warm enough when they get down to the start line, but with the cool weather, it's that temperature gauge starts to drop fairly rapidly.
It certainly does, yes.
And then you've got to get it up to operating temperature, or you should.
Not to mention the nerves.
Yeah,
for the driver as well, you know, like, okay, we're going to go. No, we're not going.
No,
okay, we're going to go. Oh, no, we're not. It makes it pretty...
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking to say the least. But, yeah, before I wasn't so confident, but I'm sure this is only going to be a light... I think we'll be back fairly shortly, as a matter of fact.
I think you're right, Les, and I'm hopeful that you are because I can't see anything really on our windows here.
No, well, I see that, not this light post, the next one, and then we'll see this blue sky in between those, well, clear sky, I should say.
That's right.
Pardon me.
I think just we're in a hurry up and wait situation.
Yeah, well, it looks like the wind subside. Oh, no, it's not. Trees are still waving there. But anyway, unfortunately, that's the way the Mercedes bends at the moment.
Certainly it is the way the cookie crumbles. But let's just give a quick shout out to the sponsors of
let's do that.
The Track Championships. Speed Addict Clothing, always here in fast moving clothing. Go Logistics, talking about fast moving. Probably the best courier company in Sydney, I dare say. Go Logistics supporting us here with track sponsorship and also Super Sedan category sponsorship as well.
Yeah,
which is great.
Yeah, Go Logistics.
Go Logistics,
yeah,
great,
right.
Great company. Big fans of drag racing and a wonderful supporter of Sydney Dragway. BikeReviews.com. Is out there as well, and the Western Weekender. All of these companies are very generous in donating towards sponsoring the track championships and making this sport that we love go around. So leading on from that, we want to touch base quickly on what's coming up here at Sydney Dragway once again.
Yeah.
So the big one, Nitro Champs. We've got top fuel dragsters and funny cars, 11,000 horsepower monsters lighting up the sky in Western Sydney here at Sydney Dragway. They'll also be supported by the Aeroflow Sportsman Series, so that is a NDRC National Drag Racing Championship round with the Eastern Conference of the Sportsman Series. So that's going to be a huge event. They've also, not only is it 3 days worth of racing, they've also announced that they're going to have Matt Hall in the Red Bull air race plane. He's going to come. He's going to do some acrobatics over the dragway in between to entertain everyone. So if a whole bunch of, I mean, what are we going to have? I think we're going to have 6. We should have 6 top fuel funny cars.
Yeah.
We should have at least 6. At least 6 dragsters as well.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
Yeah, maybe 7. Well, you can count on Santo probably putting 3 in.
Yep.
A minimum of 3, and then Peter Zibris and a few others.
Yep. I think Kyle Putland might have a new car.
Yeah.
So because I did see his current dragster up for sale. So
was it?
Yeah. So that usually means there's a new one here, or
Right.
on the way.
Yeah.
So, so
good
news. So 3rd to the 5th of May here at Sydney Dragway, Nitro Champs. Make sure you get your tickets, get on down and see some wild Nitro action, supported by the Aeroflow Sportsman Series. It's going to be a big one.
Yep. Yes, an action-packed show, 3 days. It's been a really, really long time since we've had a 3-day meeting, one that goes for 3 days.
Certainly, normally reserved for winter nationals.
Yeah.
It's 4 days now, really.
Yeah,
I think,
4
isn't
days,
it? But it's been a long time since a 3-day event at Sydney Dragway. And justifiably so, with the amount of entries that will be there. Group 1 will be a huge category, of course. And then all of the sportsmen, I mean, the great thing that I've noticed since NDRC has come around is the amount of sportsman entries at those national rounds. It's excellent.
Yeah, well, it's and I'm glad they had a name for it as well as we watch these two go through. Leo George 881, so he'll get the handicap start, the flying carrot. There we go. 024 against it, an 033. 024 for Leo George is there. Can he? Yes, he does a double breakout. But
only a
whiz.
margin of victory by 600ths.
Yeah, but he's what's his name? Josh Boscovich got there first.
He did,
but he broke out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Leo George's was the smallest breakout as well. It was about 3,000ths. I think it was an 808 on an 810.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's
thereabouts.
Yeah.
So very close. George Matter here. They've got that Toronto after it went sky high earlier today. They've got that turned around and obviously running square.
Well, he must have. That's pretty quick to get a pilot's license.
Yeah,
yeah, he's back here fairly sharply.
He chose the express lane.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the T2 lane.
Yep, that's right. So George Matter is on an 8.0 dial-in. We've got Brett O'Connor there with a 6.95, which I believe would be another personal best if he can match that.
Yes, I'd say so, judging by the reaction from the crowd, from his pit crew on the previous run.
Certainly, so they'll be full of confidence after the previous run.
Yeah.
Certainly, weather conditions have changed a little bit, which can make it a little bit tricky for some of the setups. But they seem like a very professional outfit, so I'm sure they're confident in getting it down the road there. All right, both cars in pre-stage. A bit of a waiting game happening here. Right.
Yeah, I think so. Matter's in, so he'll get the handicap start. George Matter in the yellow Tirana.
Tyres 095.
Oh, Brett's got, he's
Brett
over there.
Oh,
gee whiz.
Well, it looks like Matter gets the win. He's gone through for an 8.52. He certainly took the long way round, coming off the line, bit of a step to the left. So certainly still a bit of a handful, that LH Tirana for George Matter. O'Connor, a bit of a surprise with that big step out there. The car's been pretty straight all day.
He'll be disappointed for sure, but when it goes down, when they go through the sticky.
Yep.
The sticky part of the track. It sounds as if they're going through water.
Yes.
You know, like,
Yeah.
and you think, oh, gee, I hope there's nothing there. But well, for the rain we've had, it's nothing. So
definitely not. Okay, here we are for our next pairing in Top Sportsman. Joe Gattalari, an 850 dial in to Joe Sorbello, an 895.
Yeah, Joe's, you know, like he's a very seasoned campaigner. He loves drag racing, that guy. I've spoken to him on a couple of occasions. And, yeah, he just, you know, like if he wants to, if he says he's thinking about, you know, moving up to a different class like he did up to Top Sportsman, he doesn't. No procrastinating, he just doesn't.
Close, 024 for Gattalari and 049 for Sorbello on the reaction time. This is a close race. Double breakout.
Double break.
But Gattalari with the smaller number.
Yeah, and he got there first too.
Very impressive.
Wow.
He will move on. Sorbello will be kicking himself for that one, I
Yeah.
guarantee. But when it's so close all the way down, it, as we've mentioned before, it makes it really hard to get out of the gas if you think you're going too fast.
Yep.
All right, so we've got the buy run here for Gregory Fowler in the Chevy Beretta. 632 cubic inches of big block goodness on board that ex-Pro Stock chassis as they just back up and into the groove.
Yeah, it's most important that they, you know, they always try and get in for the rubber. Well, it's, you know, like it's the rubber from his car, so you'd want to stay in that. You don't want to pick up any marbles or anything else either side.
Absolutely.
And that's why they carry on and wave them in and try and get them to go directly over the top, which is about a 95% success rate, or probably a bit more. I haven't seen too many guys or gals stray over. So, but it all augurs well for their upcoming run. So Greg Fowler, 015.
Very nice. 751 is the dial in.
Gee, let's pick him up.
751 with a 7.
7,000's over his
Well
time.
done.
Hey,
Fowler Family
and an
Transport.
015,
015. Very impressive.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, well, look, the Fowler family's been, you know, he's always him and son, I forget it. Well, they always called him Steggles, so I didn't know his first name for a long time, and now I've forgotten. Oh, no. Can't be.
Another interruption.
Yeah.
A bit more obvious for us this time. We can't see it on the windows, so.
Yep.
Yes, very, very frustrating. Unfortunately, we've got, we're just about to start Super Sedan.
Oh.
But
yeah, it was too. Oh, boy.
There we go. We're going to sit tight for a minute and see if we can't ride it out.
What do the turn left to turn right crowd? I suppose they're not too fit. Yeah, they're not too. They're less affected than we are.
Certainly, I guess they keep a monitor on what the clay's doing and see how wet it's going to get. So certainly they won't run when it's solidly raining, but a light sprinkle is usually not too much to fuss the speedway guys, and we can hear those methanol engines singing away just around the corner.
Yeah, they do have a sound all their own, don't they?
Absolutely, yeah. And say what you like about the form of racing, but I think from memory it's a 400 cube engine, running alcohol or methanol at over 8,000 RPM. It's a pretty sweet sound.
Yeah, it is, and it's just spectacular to watch as well.
Yes.
You know, gee, my son converted me to Speedway because he used to work for a Speedway owner and a driver, and so he travelled around with him as part of his pit crew when he was working for him. But yeah, he got hooked.
Certainly. It's a good deal. I'm glad, as we were actually mentioning when we were off air earlier, Les, it's good to see that there's something happening at Sydney Speedway.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I read that, and the reason they gave for stopping it.
Yeah.
After all the money they spent.
Insane. But another good bit of news is I can hear some engines starting downstairs.
Yeah, which is good for us.
That's excellent for us. We've got Super Sedan coming up here. We have Sean Sorbello in the Aeroflow lane on a 10:30 dial-in. He's got the turbocharged LS Commodore, and then we've got Larry Atzel in the Mopar 408 powered 300ZX with a 1020 dial-in. So certainly close dial-in, but these two very different approaches to Super Sedan category, but it makes for some exciting racing.
Yeah, well, Larry, when he first started, I don't know, I think he just had a 360 in it when he first started, and then he progressed to the 408. I wonder if it's a blueprint motor, but that's the one I got. So let's see how. Oh, Sean there, the young fella.
Well, Larry knows that he can basically just roll off.
Yeah.
And but he's still stayed fairly close. A 10:36 with a 9 on a 10:20 dial-in.
Yeah.
Will mean that he's taken the win and will move on to the next round of eliminations. We've got Dom Lucci in the VK Commodore, and this Commodore was unveiled at either Motorex or Summonats.
Right.
To give you an idea of the quality of the build.
Yeah.
In that car, there's a fully retrimmed leather interior. The boot, all that sort of thing. It's a beautiful car. So to see it out here actually, running
racing,
racing and running good times is great to see. So we've got Dom's got a 924 dial-in, and then we've got Chevy Taylor in the bubble top Chev with a 1016. So
here we go.
A couple of solid burnouts there as well to get us going. Definitely the temperature's coming down outside, so got to get the temperature in the tyres. So Lucci in the Aeroflow lane, just waiting.
I wonder if Chevy Taylor's actually got a 409, an original 409 in that thing. I wouldn't. I'd pull it out because it's such a unique engine.
Sure.
And run something and then put it back in. But if it's a 409, it's a real goer.
It certainly is. Oh, red light, 002 by Chevy.
008. Oh.
Gives the win to Tom Lucci. Runs through for 927 on a 24 dial-in. It's not necessarily the way you want to win, but you take it when it happens.
Take it. Yeah, that's right.
All right, Sean Maher in the HB Tirana, in the Aeroflow lane, a 929 dial-in. Joe Zammett in the VL in the Rocket lane with a 1008. Certainly got no concerns about breaking out on the index of Super Sedan.
No, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, 6735, yeah. So who gets to go first here? Joe Zammett. So you get the VL Commodore and then the Sean Maher to do the chasing. Nice. Oh, look at that.
This is a drag race.
How many times has that happened today?
It's close.
Oh, Joe Zammett. Oh,
it's
no.
Close.
Yes. Oh, double breakout.
Double breakout again. Hey. Joe Zammett just.
Wow.
Wow. Margin of victory, 0.12 of a second. That's a close race anyway.
That is a close race, yeah.
Okay, Rex Webster here in the Austin A40 Ute with a big block, shoehorned in the front of that thing. He's got a 962 dial-in. Andrew Little in the Bushrat Camaro. It's a little Chev 350, little comparatively, to the 540 in the Austin.
Yeah.
We've got real opposites happening here. Small engine, big car, big engine, small car.
Yeah.
978 dial in for Little. He's going to leave just first. Goes with an 021 reaction time to a 357. That gives the advantage to Little in the Rocket Lane. Let's see what happens on the big end.
Yep, I think Andrew will get there.
He's going to get it.
Yeah, and he got there first as well. So, yeah, Rex Webb had that motor in a Holden 1 tonner before.
Yep.
You know, it was very light in the rear end. So,
yep. So I tell you what, Rex was right on the dial in. It was just the reaction time that led him down there. So 962 to 4 on a 962 to dial in.
Okay, in the Rocket Lane now we've got Jim Denaro from Engadine, New South Wales. The Holden LC Tirana with a Chev in it and with a dial in of 9 flat. Joe Kabura from Marylands in the Ford XY Ute, the Ford 424 cube inch. 912, so the Ute will get the handicap star Jim Denaro to do the chasing, and so Jim's on a 9 flat and Joe Kabura a 912. Wow. Well, Jim at this stage, Jim's got the start line advantage. He's got a better reaction time, and it does transpire into a win for him. Even though Joe Kabura got there first, he got there first too quick.
Indeed.
So hence the win back to Jim Denaro. Yes, you're right. Naomi Light Taylor. Yeah, that's Naomi Dyson there now in the Aeroflow lane from Kilmore and Victoria. Dial in 920, a 920. Nathan Cowie is 0.02 of a second behind her, with a dial in of a 922. So this is virtually heads up. I couldn't pick the difference. But thank goodness for electronic timing.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it?
If we were relying on a stopwatch.
Oh, mate, yeah, we'd have all sorts. We'd have.
There'd be blues.
Yeah,
in the car park,
we'd have all these tow cars recording things. Yeah. I hear you.
That's right. All right, so Cowie straight into full stage. Dyson creeping in. Here we go. So basically, identical launch 030 to an 099. Cowie gets the reaction time advantage. Let's see what he can do at the big end. It's going to be close. Yeah, he gets the win.
Yeah.
Mostly because Naomi has broken out there.
Yeah, 917 on a 920. She got there first, but, you know, like, that's first across the line at this sport doesn't necessarily mean you win.
Certainly the case. All right.
Oh, Dave Gruber, a solo.
It's the bye run.
I noticed Nathan Cowie didn't have a tail light, well, a red light. You're supposed to have one on the as soon as the when it gets this dark. And but anyway, I'm not a scrutineer, so Dave Gruber there from Gilmore, running for LIT Consulting and Queanbeyan Towing. His nephew or cousin, Tim Gruber, is in Supercharged Outlaws with a Cortina. And he's got a great engine building service down there. Let's see what he runs through for this time. A 937 at 141. 037 reaction time too. Not too bad, not too bad.
Still chasing that dial in, 934.
934,
937.
yeah.
So
yeah.
Certainly wasn't just letting the bye slip away. All right, so that will bring us into Extreme Bike.
Oh, right.
Straight into Darren Foley in the Aeroflow lane. It's going to bring us up with his 3 buggy in Rocket Lane as well. So we've got number 1 qualifier versus number 4.
Yep, it's yeah, she's from Bungendore in New South Wales, just over the hill from me.
Yep.
And Darren Foley from North Richmond, Rams Head Services. CHE Precision Auto. Remember, previously it had also sponsored by and nothing.
Yes.
I said a blank space.
Added some extras in there. Here we go. We've got Heads Up Racing on this one. And Foley with the reaction time, the 60 foot, the whole run, 697 at 202.
Yeah.
To a 918. With a 5 at 155 for buggy in the Rocket Lane.
Gee, margin of victory, 2.66 seconds.
It's
fair bit, isn't it?
Certainly is. Michael Lawson coming up in the Hayabusa in the Aeroflow lane to Ryan Franks in the Rocket lane.
Yeah, Franks in the 1300cc Hayabusa, and they're identical
Both
CCs.
running 1300s, yep.
Yep, and
number 7 qualifier to number 2. Certainly Mike Lawson never got a representative time in qualifying. Long way off, so it's
this is
red light. Well, a big red light, unfortunately, but
yeah. Well, it must be heads up. They must be running on a round robin or a Chicago shootout side because there's no dial-ins. But are they running their 700? Yeah, Diana's a party. She's not 7. She's gone a best of 9.312 at 121. So they must be running against that 7-second index.
Yes. And I think only 5 bikes presented.
But yeah, so
eliminations. So.
Well, they've all virtually been out here.
Yep.
So Diane's gone down for a solo. Let's see how she goes on this one.
Basically, just going through the motions by the looks of things.
10.13. Yeah, safe and sound.
Yep. Right.
Oh, okay. So looks like we're into super gas.
Straight into super gas. Yep. We've got this great-looking Firebird here in the Aeroflow lane.
Yeah, Joe Catanzariti. Gee, it's a nice car.
It is a nice car, and you just don't see many Firebirds in Australia.
Yeah, no, you don't.
So Nicholas Polito in the Rocket lane from Motorsports Parts and Service. With some support from Polito's Automotive. I think you might know someone that works there.
Yeah, I do you think? Yeah.
Certainly some crafty races here. The Polito's no stranger to Supergas.
No, that's for sure.
No stranger to Supergas and Pro Stock.
Yep.
Catanzariti is in pre-stage. As we mentioned before, this is a 990 index, so you'll see these cars leave hard, and then they'll basically nose over, and then pick right back up again. And off they go. A bit of a delay for Catanzariti there, I think maybe.
Oh,
he's got the stronger big, and he still gets the win at 9.905 with 163.
Wow.
To a 9.94 before.
And a 52 against a 45 reaction time was fairly close.
Yeah, it was close, certainly. All right, Roy Romeo in the Aeroflow lane in the Roadster. Luke Romeo in the VP Commodore in the Rocket lane. Family affair on this round of Supergas.
Yes, and they did have a young fella in, I don't know if he, I think he raced today in Junior Dragster. But there's Roy and Luke, and there's someone missing. There's another adult Romeo that was here.
Oh, yep.
Because I think Roy's he's the grandfather.
Sure.
So, and then there's Luke, and there's someone else. But anyway, we're faced with Luke and Roy Romeo.
Oh, red light.
Red light. Oh, it's
gifted to win.
Wow.
To Luke, by the looks of things, unless something terrible happens. But certainly was a breakout for Luke. But
yeah, first is worst.
Yeah, the red light trumps the breakout.
Yeah, because it happened first, so that was it. We're getting ready.
Nice quick one for Supergas there, and we're straight into
another bike bracket.
Modified bike, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, Joe Curry coming up with the 869 dial in the Aeroflow lane. Brian Alvisio with an 851. excuse me, in the rocket lane. So, which means Curry's going to leave first, and he's had to do a bit of steer job in the last couple of times he's gone down the track on that Harley Davidson Destroyer. So let's see if he can't get it out cleanly. Certainly cleaner in the first half, but he's buttoned straight off before 3:30. 894 for Alvisio, a safe margin to his dial in there, so he will take the win.
Yeah, Joe hasn't had the best of luck today.
No, it's definitely something not happy on that bike in the early stages of the runs, but he's safely out the short exit gate just past the finish line. We're going to move on to Wally Hoster in the Aeroflow lane and Cheryl Beddoes in the Rocket lane on that V-Rod, certainly making herself known in the burnout there between the two. So we've got a 923 dial in for Hoster on the Suzuki and an 869 for Beddoes, so she will be doing the chasing.
After it's usually Wally's on the usual chasing side, but not today.
No, not today. And Cheryl's, I have to take my hat off to Cheryl. She had a bit of a, I would say, a steady start in early qualifying. Today, but has been gun barrel straight and very consistent. Since those early qualifying runs. So we'll see.
See how it goes this time.
Certainly.
It's Cheryl's our number 3 qualifier in the class, and Wally Hoster's is top qualifier in the class.
That reaction time being the key to Wally's Wally's success so far.
0.65.
Oh, red light from Cheryl.
So
that's a shame. That's a shame.
So who gets
Hoster
there first? Wally got there
9:34.
first anyway. She might have backed off a bit when she saw those lights flashing in the opposite lane.
It's a shame for Cheryl there, but good luck for Wally Hoster, and still consistent at 1:39 reaction time, no slouch in that class.
No,
so
for sure.
Straight into Super Street.
Super Street again.
So Rodney de Groot in the XE Falcon's got a 1050 dial in. Elborn with a 1252 in the Utes.
1252, so he'll get the handicap startup, and Rodney de Groot on that from Raby with the Ford XE Falcon Cluvo 410. Well, that's the size of most of the sprint cars these days. They went from 390 something to 410. And there's a engine capacity limit for those for the speedway cars. Gee, they're fun to watch. Mark Albin with a 1252 dial in, so he'll get to go first. So in the rocket lane, the Ute.
2 seconds.
Gee,
Cherry
Rodney
on
de
the
Groot.
tree for Rodney. Bit of a wiggle around there. I wonder, did that break something as well?
He's not going very fast.
Just unhappy with his effort.
You can't say that over the air here. No, he was very disappointed.
No, he's actually stopped on the track. So it did. Looks like it did
might
break
have done
something.
some damage.
Shut it down too.
Turned everything off.
Something certainly not happy on that one. I'm sure we'll get the quad out there perhaps and rescue. Hopefully it's not dropping anything on the ground. It's not what we need at this point in the evening.
It's a bit far to push it around the corner too. So, it's a fair way there. I've got the I wonder if it's an electrical thing, because he's got the lights and everything out. I'd be, no one's going to come down while he's down there, but...
Yeah.
for fossils like me. I'm just trying to pinpoint where there's been a couple of kangaroos lately that have come down there and just stopped about where he is and just sat there and then get on the quad and chase him away.
Yeah, it's got. There's no stranger. Sorry, the kangaroo's no stranger to Sydney Dragway here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it might be a little bit cold for him tonight to be out and about, perhaps. We've got the quad just giving the Falcon a helping hand to get down to that early exit gate just past the finish line there, so it won't be too much longer, and we'll have Super Street back underway.
Yep, it's must be nearly down or getting very close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Geez, the track crew have been doing a good job today, haven't they?
Oh, mate, they've really always on the ball.
Got to say, best in the country. You know, response time, the way that they get around and sort out whatever the cleanup is. You know, sooner rather than later. You know, everyone's always impatient. You know, hurry up, clean it up. But it's really important to do it in a timely fashion, but safely.
Safely,
too.
yeah.
You can't just go, oh, that'll be right.
Yeah,
and then send a 600 cubic inch. Yeah,
that's right.
Powered, modified down there or something.
Yeah. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Exit stage left.
That's right.
Yeah, no, we don't want that sort of stuff.
So that track crew here at Sydney Dragway just keeping the standard as high as possible out here, which is great to see.
Yeah, I think the difference between, in the US, difference between drag racing and NASCAR is that I've heard a lot of the fans say that, drag racing's to stop and start. It's 2 cars go and then another 2 cars go and stuff like that, where they're going around all the time.
Go. We're back underway with Super Street. We've got Brian Addising in the Aeroflow lane with a 1250 dial in. Tex Griffiths back around for second eliminator 1050 dial in for his Plymouth Satellite.
Yeah, so it's 2 seconds difference between these two races. Brian over there in the Aeroflow lane will get the handicap start. Dialed in with a 1250, running that VY Commodore with an LS1, which is a pretty good package. And Tex Griffith's got his 440 out to 505, so he's got a bit of power in there because it's a heavy car. I mean, Brian with the really late model engine there. And you can see how George Bukareshvili goes. So, that's the first time in a long time. Fair dinkum.
Tex, he got the nerves were up with that 2 second wait on the line.
Yeah,
which is a shame. But hey, a good win for Brian Addising, who actually breaks out at the same time. But
right, yeah. So that's it.
Through to race another day.
Yeah.
All right.
Martin Stevenson in that great panel van down there, Power Plus Race Fuel sponsored car, small block Chevy, 410 cubes. Brett Stutchbury in the Holden Commodore, 6 litre over there in the Aeroflow lane, dialed in with a 1078 for a street car, registered and all.
Yeah, definitely a bit of...
it's a honker, isn't it?
Definitely a bit of boost added there, I would say, safe to say.
Yeah.
But... here we go, both in. We're going to see Brett leave first.
Stevenson 008.
008. Brett's got a great opportunity here as long as he doesn't break out. Stevenson is chasing.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Double
breakout. But gets the win, Stutchbury.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big top end charge by in the panel van there. And it's just too much.
would have got a little bit nervous chasing down.
Yeah.
So, I want to get there.
I'm catching him, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, really interesting. Great to see Stutchbury advance to the next round with that basic, what looks like effectively a regular street car driving along. So, David Matasevic in the Cortina is on a 1056 dial in. Mitchell Gregory, 1123 in the Impala. Mitchell's been cutting a good light. 154 reaction time to an 098 for Matasevic.
he's got his work cut out for him, young Mitchell.
Certainly does. Yep.
Yeah.
10:59 for Matasevic on the 10:56
Yeah, well, that was-
dial-in. So reaction time and ET,
yeah.
coming together for Matasevic there.
Yeah, pretty consistent. All like the three Matasevics are, you know, they're really, really consistent.
Certainly.
And you know, I've presented trophies to, you know, not so much the younger one here, but the other two. They've been consistently in the winner's circle.
Certainly. Conranios here, it's a 1270 dial-in. Adam Bowers a 1012, so a big difference there, but a great reaction time from Bowers. Means that he's going to chase on down Iranios, and he gets the win. Iranios breaking out, unfortunately. But yeah, good win from Bowers there, cutting a nice light and getting close to the dial-in with a 1018 on a 1012. All right, another Richard Matasevic, another Matasevic here in the XY Ute, 1064 dial-in in the Aeroflow lane. Dave Morton with that HSV Club Sport. 1064 dial-in also. Yes, as you pointed out, Les, this will basically be a heads up. Both lights will drop at the same time. And it'll be down to the drivers to maintain that dial-in and the edge.
Yep. So this will be a reaction time if they get a clean green, and if one doesn't sort of red light. So here we go, down 2, 3, clean green, 126 versus an 093. 093 going to the Falcon Ute over in the Aeroflow lane. Is he going to take it out?
Wow.
No, he
Morton
drove
gets
around
it
him.
with the 69 versus a 74. Matasevic playing the safe game, just a little too safe, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Even with the benefit of the reaction time.
Wow, gee, I didn't. Oh, yeah, lucky I didn't say anything.
But nonetheless, a great win for Dave Morton there.
Yeah, a good win for the...
good to see the late model cars going forward there. So,
yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You see these late, you can buy a sort of like a fairly quick car off the showroom floor, just tinker around with it a little bit.
Certainly.
Gone are the days with twin 4s and 410 gears and all that sort of stuff.
That's right. All right, Henry Spickak, 1206 dial-in the Ute, in the Aeroflow lane. We've got Mark Hopkins in that little Holden-powered LX Tirana, 1083 with the dial-in for him. Both sitting in the pre-stage at the moment. Some seasoned racers down there playing the waiting game. Here we are, full stage. Spickak will leave first. He's cut a red light. Certainly did leave first. An 064 still for Mark Hopkins with eyes on the prize. He's going to get the win. Let's see how consistent he is. Slight breakout, but still gets the win thanks to the cherry on the tree from Spickak there, which is certainly out of the ordinary.
What's that? Oh, more motorcycles.
That will now be, I think, street bike?
Modified
bike, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I haven't seen Mick Withers. I don't know if he's still in. Sivo came and interrupted me, so...
Yeah, no, Mick should still be in because he had that last pass he got on the... on
it was a solo,
shot, I think.
Oh, whole shot. I missed that.
Because again,
yeah. I was talking to Sivo there. Gareth Wilcox and Travis McClaverty. Travis, I think he's one of the guys. No, it's another Travis. There we go. Look, a 758 for Gareth Wilcox, a leave.
It's going
Travis.
to make things difficult.
Yeah, an 085, so, you know, all things, got there first. Clean green, no red light, no breakout, so he'll be into the next round.
Certainly. Albie Davidson on the TL1000S, and he actually pointed out on the live stream earlier that the TL1000 isn't running nitrous this weekend, which is why he's down on
right.
That's what it would normally be. Whereas Bobby Joe Simmons on the Hayabusa, it's got a 950 to Albie with the 1156 dial-in, so that's a solid 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That Bobby Joe's going to have to wait on the line there. Certainly gets the clutch hand a little shaky.
Yeah, this one here, it was a Digger TL1000S. I forgot about it being a Suzuki.
Yeah.
you know, because then you've got the Honda, which is very similar.
Yes, indeed.
V-twin. Oh.
Good reaction time from Bobby Joe versus the 444 from Albie. Looks like it's going to be, yeah, unfortunately Albie breaking out by a small margin, handing the win to Bobby Joe.
He went 300s under. Right. Michael Borg in the Kawasaki ZX12R, dialed in 965. And Sean Ricketts dialed in the Aeroflow lane. He's dialed in with a 936. So he'll have to do the chasing. Michael Borg will get the handicap start. And ZX12R 1198cc against the Kawasaki, two Kawasaki ZX12Rs, so identical CCs.
Strangely, the first time I think I've seen Michael Borg run in the rocket lane tonight as well. It doesn't seem to have affected him much. An 071 to an 057. This will be a close race.
Very. Oh yeah.
And Ricketts gets the win.
Got it. Yeah.
600s in the margin of victory, which has been quite a common number tonight in the margin of victory. So Peter Strudwick in the Harley V-Rod with a 965 dial in to Lorenzo Capogna. But 910 on a similar V-Rod in the Rocket Lane. Let's see who's Johnny on the spot with the reaction time between these two factory races.
So Strudwick, he's years and years ago he ran this sort of like a portion of a radial engine off an aeroplane.
Yeah. 0.63 reaction time for Strudwick. That's certainly going to help him a long way. Just got to make sure he stays.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Above that dial in. Oh, wow.
Gee whiz.
Capogna still comes
look
around
at that.
in the big end.
Yeah.
A 916 on 910 dial in, even with the disadvantage in the reaction time.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. Dale, well, I worked with the bloke and his name was Dale and he was as wide as that sheet of paper. And we used to call him Dale the pale, frail male.
Poor Dale.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Dale Williams is not going to have any such drama. No. He's got a buy run out there, so
so he'll be happy.
He'll be just fine. He's got a 972 dial in. We'll see where he ends up in comparison to that. 976, so he's on the money.
Yeah, 400s. Just 400s over. And we've got Michael Richards now.
All of the RPM in the burnout from Michael Richards there on the Gixxer 750.
750, yeah. I had one of them. That was such a good bike.
Great street bike.
Yeah, it went hard. Oh. Hey.
Steady.
That's it.
Oh, 6-7 reaction time for Richards there.
Yeah, pretty good.
Lane.
Gee, he's on a big run. This
on a big pass. Grabbing all those
984
on an 83 dial in.
Yeah, how's that?
Nice pass from Richards there. He has been on song all day, I must say.
Yeah, at 135.85 miles an hour. Yeah, that's certainly, gee whiz. And then you get back to the pits. Why couldn't I do that before? Why? Now I'll have to do it again. Yeah,
that's right.
Yes, there's the pessimists, the optimists, and then there's the realist.
The realist.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the end of Modified Bike, and that's going to bring us back around to the junior categories. Coming into next,
certainly, there they go. Here they come.
The next round. We might quickly throw off to a couple of sponsor words while they get the track set up for the junior category, and we will be right back with the rest of round 3 of the Speed Addict Clothing New South Wales Track Championships here at Sydney Dragway.
Yes, we're looking pretty good at the moment.
Aeroflow Performance provides a wide range of high-quality performance products for racers, street machines and hot rodders.
Speed Addict Clothing Co. Fast clothes for fast people. Shop now at speedaddictco.com.au.
Aeroflow Performance. Whether you're building a street machine or a race car, Aeroflow Performance has a solution for you. Our ever-increasing range features boosted turbocharger systems, Bosch Motorsport products, X-Pro electrical systems, hoses and fittings, bang shift shifters, differential parts, and fabrication components. You can see it all on aeroflowperformance.com.
BikeReview.com.au is Australia's leading website for performance and modified motorcycles. BikeReview.com.au is the only motorcycle-focused website to feature motorcycle drag racing on a regular basis. And in the words of editor Jeff Ware, our involvement with Sydney Dragway is our way of putting back into one of our favourite sports. BikeReview.com.au.
Okay, so here we are, Charlotte Leafing in the Aeroflow lane, Alex Ruffalo in the Rocket lane. We've got an 840 dial in. We've got an 840 dial in for Charlotte Leafing in the Aeroflow lane and an 819 for Ruffalo. So here you go, Charlotte. She's off with an 031 reaction time, an 033 for Ruffalo. This is going to make for an interesting race for these A junior dragsters. Leafing with the win by a margin of victory of 1/100th of a second. Well driven for Charlotte there. Next pairing that we've got coming up will be Georgia Leafing with a 912 dial-in the B Junior Dragster versus Chloe Rako, an 807 dial-in for the A Junior Dragster. Again, both seasoned young racers, so this will be all down to reaction time. Georgia Lifting unable to qualify right on the pointy end of reaction time today, but nonetheless still have a racer's chance when you come up to the line here. Lifting basically ready to pull into the beams, getting waved in. Ryko making a way forward as well. And oh, red light from Ryko, unfortunately. An 076 reaction time for Leafing in the Aeroflow lane there. Basically given the win with that cherry on the tree from Chloe, but runs through a 927 or 912 dialing.
All right.
All right, it's a Condello affair.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's family, yeah. Brother and sister.
Certainly, so we've got Savannah in the Aeroflow lane.
Both A junior dragsters.
Yep.
Wow.
Savannah feeling a little more confident on the low ET at 8:32.
8:32, yeah.
To 8:48 for Zane.
Uh-huh. Yeah, look, this will be a tough little race, that's for sure. 11 versus 16.
Going to race for who gets the front seat in the car on the way
Yeah.
home. Boss.
I'll have to sit in the back with the dog.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, 8:32 is quick, so Zane in the rocket lane will get their handicap start. Not by much. Not by much at all.
So it's all going to come down to reaction time. 0.15 for Zane.
Wow.
That's an advantage to an 0.85 for Savannah. Let's see what happens. Oh, and he's broken out.
Broken out.
Margin victory, 300ths of a second.
Oh,
congratulations to Savannah. She's she's made the right choice.
That's it. She's done something right. Yeah, I thought Zane with that 0.15 reaction time, but
yep, certainly hard to beat. Yeah, just went a little bit quick. Maybe the cool air just put a little bit more into that combination.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there's always surprises in this in junior dragster, you know.
And not to mention the tune-up from Savannah as well.
Yeah.
8:32 dial-in. She's run 8:33
With
the 2.
Yeah,
so
with the 2, yeah. So she's got a combination of all the numbers there.
Absolutely.
They all match up. Alex Rottenbury in the rocket lane from Picton, dialed in with an 8:10, 8:10. Jake McNamara is Alex's opposition. And in the Aeroflow lane, he's dialed in 8:22. 8:22 is slower than an 8:10, so Jake McNamara in the Aeroflow lane will get the handicap start. So you'll see the lights come down in his favour, not by much again. And Alex Rottenbury there will have to do the chasing. So once again, junior dragster brought to us by the Western Weekender.
3.8 reaction time for McNamara.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a chase for Rottenbury.
Yeah, Jake's got he gets the win there. Runs an 8:36 on an 8:22 at 72 miles an hour. And for Alex, let's take it off too quick. We should be in control. Even though we might talk and it's up there, as soon as we press the button, the information should come up. That way we don't look like Billy the Goose.
I think race control's trying to suggest that we need to move through quickly. Piper Bennett in the overflow lane, misbehaving. She's got the 808 dial in, but just waiting. Looks like we've got some track walkers out there near the finish line.
Oh.
The red lights.
Nothing on the windows here.
No, can't see anything there. Can't quite see what's... Might be something at the big end of the track.
It could be. Could be. They're pushing back, so I dare say that... that
Skippy's made an appearance.
I was just going to say... I looked down there and I thought, I wonder if there's a kangaroo down there somewhere.
Yeah, it must be down off near the timing boards.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
yeah,
no, there he
goes.
is, down half track, heading up towards the eastern hill. He snuck in there without anyone else seeing.
Yeah.
Good
I
job.
didn't see him come bounding down there.
Good job from the track crew to
Yeah.
Be on it. That is their job, and they do it well.
Well,
all right, so we got the little side-by-side getting down there to move Skip back up to his assigned viewing platform, which is in the bush.
Yeah.
Not by
Whether
the
he
track.
likes it or not.
Yeah. That's right. We got racing to do, Skip.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Save the
Hightail
day.
it out of there.
Save the day another time.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. What was that, Skip? What, they rolled over the bridge? Oh, there, yeah. See him now.
Yep.
See him down there where he's going down. It's light coloured. Yeah, I think he was coming this way.
No, I think he's gone up over the
Up
hill.
over the back there?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Go back to the damage tell. Nothing worth watching here, Skip. Trust us.
Yeah, no, that's right, yeah.
You take the night off, mate.
Yep. You're out of your depth, mate.
This drag racing stuff, mate, it's boring. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's not interested. Leave it to us, silly humans.
I tell you what, mate, judging by what's going on in the world these days, you'd think we could still learn a lot from animals. How they interact with their, like the, with their kinfolk and stuff like that. They get very protective, not like here.
Yep.
Oh, they want to change this, want to change that.
Your own.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back underway here. We've got the obligatory visit from Skippy out of the way.
Yeah.
Dragway.
Yeah.
We've got so Liam O'Neill back in the Rocket Lane at 12.50 dial in. Piper Bennett 8.08 in the A Junior Dragster.
Oh,
it's
right.
going to be quite a weight, which is always intimidating.
Yeah, I'll say, gee.
Can be nerve-wracking.
Nearly 4.5 minutes. Seconds, I should say. Minutes.
That'd be intimidating, please. 4.5 minutes waiting on the line.
Yeah.
Goodness.
They'd be at the chimney up at Austral there that we were looking at earlier.
Oh, right. So we've got number 4 qualifier versus number 19. But Liam's going to bump into stage, or creep into stage, I should say. And he's going to leave with almost 4.5 seconds advantage.
There's one, 051.
051 is a good start.
Oh, another good start.
030. Here she goes.
Great chase start too. Oh. Liam went too quick.
Yep, breakout for Liam, which hands the win to Piper on that one. But
12.469, yeah.
pretty well raced by both both drivers there. Not an issue. All right.
Oh, this is the Cade, yeah.
Solo pass.
Cade Fowler.
Yep.
Young fella. They're getting set up.
Right there, ready for coming to stage. Creep forward.
Oh, red light.
That's all right. Yeah, there's definitely something to work on there, but
Hey, he still won.
yep, still won.
Despite everything else. Yeah, ran 8.52. Oh, he's gone an 8.453. Gee whiz. He's learning.
Yeah.
He's learning.
Junior drag bike up next.
Yep.
Anastasia Lucky in the Aeroflow lane. She's got an 11.65 dialing with Lincoln Delios with a 12.45 in the Rocket lane. Both B junior drag bikes. So Lincoln's going to leave first. This one is on his way. 372 reaction time to a 309. Anastasia doing the chasing here. She's got the advantage with the reaction. Let's see if they can both hammer down. Oh! Lincoln just...
Gee whiz, yeah.
0.08 of a second with the margin there, so...
Yes, well, he'll get the top points for this round of out of this trio.
Absolutely, I couldn't see then because I was just back from the window a bit, but I could certainly hear Josh Burtonshaw doing a
same here.
Yeah. So, even though the buy run, he's going to go through the same procedure, which is important because you want to get consistency. You want to be reliable. You want to do the same thing every time you come to the line.
Yeah, some of them even pretend they've got someone next door to them. 006 red, but dialed in 970 and he runs a 980. Look at that.
Well, there you go.
Just one 1/10, exactly 1/10.
No problem at all. That will
Yeah, that's
move along. So I think,
good.
yeah, do we agree that they're doing round robin on?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah,
You would
it's
assume
whoever's
so,
got.
but-
Yeah, that's right. Whether they'll add the points up, and then in the finals they'll say, oh, well, it's this one versus this one. I don't know how they do it.
That's all right. Looks like we're moving into the bikes. So street bikes. Here we go. Here's Mick with us.
Oh,
Still
there's
on
Mick.
that,
Yeah,
Harley.
Harley. Yeah. Oh,
He's
good.
rolling the dice.
Yeah.
On the stock. On the stock bike.
Oh, he's up against Jesse Barnes. It's 10.25 and a 13.18. Yeah, so three seconds.
We just got those safety barriers being adjusted down there, so the starters did not get, Jesse Barnes did not get the acknowledgement from the burnout box to go ahead.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't. Oh,
that,
right.
Which sometimes can be a bit of a no-no there.
Yeah, that's right. It's yeah, Mick just sat there until he was directed.
On the on the Harley, he's not trying to leave that hard with the completely standard bike. All right, so with us a 318 on the dial into a 1025. Barnes in the rocket lane.
Yeah, he'll have to chase the big fella down. Come on, Mick. Good RT. Oh, 049. That's not bad.
134. Mick's got the advantage at the moment.
Come on,
Just
Mick.
doing some chasing.
Barnes will break out. Yeah.
Has done a breakout. Mick's
He
done
got
what he needs
got
to
there
do.
first, but too much. Mick will be really pleased.
Certainly will. All right, Angela Phipps.
like son, like father.
Yeah. Spot on. 10:30 dial in for Angie and 10:10 for Burtonshaw in the rocket lane. So it'll be a small margin for Phipps to leave first.
Yeah. Yeah, Angela, she'll get there.
She doesn't have the advantage of being the second to leave on this one. .368 to a 310. This will be a close race.
Oh, Daniel, I think being the seasoned racer,
Breakout from Angie.
Yeah.
On that one.
Angela got there first, but too quick first.
Yep.
So she lost.
It's a shame.
Shame,
Right.
yeah.
Robbie
Robbie Gilby gets a bye run.
1070 dial in. He was right on his dial the last.
He's been good.
last outing. So
yeah, he's lost nothing in his experience and everything. He just came back and settled right in where he left off. Oh, 165. Oh, 11.
pretty safe.
Yeah.
Pretty safe margin there. For
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
The bike almost sounded like, I'm not going to say I'm an expert on what Robbie's bike sounded like, but it sounded like maybe there wasn't quite full throttle on that pass.
Yeah, well,
for each run.
Yeah, it sounded as if it was sort of like
just a little laboured.
revving. Yeah.
Yeah.
The speed of it wasn't commensurate with the noise it was making.
Yeah. Certainly. All right, and we are straight into Street Fighter. Pedro Tallarico in the Aeroflow lane. He's got a 1455 dialed in for his Commodore Ute there, and we have Glenn Featherstone with quite a stout burnout for the Commodore there.
For that, yeah.
For Street Fighter, he's got a 1540. So Glenn will leave first. And he has led 003 reaction
Oh,
time
gee.
for Featherstone. That is going to be hard to beat, particularly with a 5.96 for Pietro.
Gee, there's a couple of seasoned racers out here that would love to have a 003.
Absolutely. So
Oh,
that
good
is
on him too. Got there first, clean green and a 003.
Yep, and a nice ET as
T,
well.
yeah, good.
46 on a 40.
Okay, Bill Hatsey in the Rocket Lane from Sans Souci, HQ Ute, running a Chevy 350, dialed in at a 14.25. Benny Roberts from Quakers Hill in that Ford XR8 Falcon, Ford 5.7. Ford 5.7.
I think that might be a bit of a typo.
Yeah, I think so. I was just trying to think.
5.4.
He's dialed in with a 14.42. Oh, yeah, well, Bill Hatsey, he's got the advantage. He's got the start line advantage because he had a quicker reaction time. So he's given... There he got there first. 11.21 on... no, sorry. 14.370.
He's got the bit over a tenth.
Yep.
On the margin of victory there. So, all right, Con Esther in the BA XR8. And Sean Dartnell in this little Hyundai i30, who's been a bit of a reaction time fiend tonight.
Yeah.
He's been on it. Just goes to show you don't need the fastest ET.
No, exactly.
We've got a 13.79 versus a 17-second dial-in, so... Oh, and I've given him the curse. It's my turn to throw the curse, yeah. I've given him the curse.
Oh, good.
013 red.
Yeah. Good on you, Pat. Thanks.
Yep, no
I
worries.
feel real good now.
Take it off your shoulders there, Les.
Yes. It was turning into a railway sleeper instead of a chip.
And a breakout as well.
Double barrel.
So,
yeah, right.
But nonetheless, Con Esther will go through there. We've got Jack Matasevic in the Falcon in the Aeroflow lane, a 14.36. And we've got Daddy Stadelmeyer in the Burnout Master, a Toyota Kluger here with a 15.14 dial-in. Let's see what they can bring to the table.
Oh, this is young Jack Matasevic. Well, he's the third one. So, but Danny Stadelmeyer. Oh no! Oh no, Danny!
Oh, he's done a massive burnout.
Yeah, he's done a. Look at that! He's still smoking it.
Goodness. All right, 140 reaction time for Matasevic, but the 009 red has given Matasevic the win, even though he's also broken out.
Yeah.
But that is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, going straight into Supercomp here. We've got Tony Krujic with a solid burnout in the RX-8.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know Danny at all, but I was hoping he'd sort of like, get into the next round. I'd like to see him up at the winner circle.
I think I mentioned that was Tony Krujic there, but I'm pretty sure that's actually Lee Doherty as the...
Oh, yeah, is it the RX? That's not the MX-5, is it? No. I can't see.
I can't actually see it that well, but I'm pretty certain it is the MX-5.
Yeah,
because he's got the pack guys in there, so...
Yeah, well, I was here when that, and Rodney Raham tipped that, RX-3, or was it a 2?
A 3, yeah.
Yeah, well, he tipped it over just past half track.
Yeah. Not ideal. Like a rocket.
Nice lead. Very nice.
112 60 foot.
Ooh.
Let's go through for a 744 with a 3.
Yeah.
Which is
against a 760. Gee whiz, that's good. That is good.
That was straight as an arrow as well,
Ooh, yeah, wasn't it?
Which is great to see for the MX-5. It's usually got a little bit of attitude on it when it
Yeah.
comes out of the hole. So
Yeah, like, see those little light cars, there was a guy here with an R100, and it was like someone was going,
yeah,
blowing it around. It was, it was floating
all over
down
the
the
place.
track.
Yeah, such a narrow
It
narrow
is.
track,
Track,
short
yeah.
wheelbase. Yeah, makes them a bit of a handful. Which
Yeah, and then Nathan Cowie puts a small block in that.
it's ridiculous. I was just about to say the same thing, which makes me just shake my head even more at that mighty
just
Cowie.
it defies physics, that thing.
All right, so we've got
Boosted Outlaws, is it? Yeah,
Boosted
Brittany.
Outlaws coming up. Yeah,
Oh.
Brittany Olive in the dragster and Craig Burns in that beautiful Mustang. So
Yeah, that is a really, really nice car. Really nice. Now, I'll tell you what, that dragster's not bad either.
the dragster is a good package for sure. Shane does a good job of, and Brittany
Yeah.
do a good job of maintaining it, getting it in the condition that it is. But yeah, also got Craig Burns over here, who can steer, as shown by the last pass.
Oh, yeah, gee, it looks good from up here as well.
A bit more of a subdued burnout from Brittany on that one. I think the car wanted to step out a little to the left, so maybe just a bit more cautious.
Wow, 660 versus a 585. 1 and 2. So.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be interesting. This, because they're what I thought might be that the faster car. I thought Craig Burns' car might have been perhaps. I thought it ran harder than a 788, but I don't know if it's made a straight pass at all.
Not so much. I think the qualifier that he ran that 788 from memory, I think might have been a planned shut-off.
Oh yeah. Oh righty.
When it ran to just after half track.
Yep.
And then rolled through and then.
Oh yeah, because that's
serves,
right, and only 114.
Yeah.
That's right.
If
that's
memory
right.
serves, they skipped the next round of
Yeah.
qualifying. They didn't come back
okay.
out, which made us think whether or not he had an
Yeah.
issue or something along those lines. So yeah, I think definitely the SCF Burns team have had a plan all day today, and it seems like they've been executing it with maybe the exception of that last run.
Last run,
yeah, steering involved
yeah.
than perhaps they would have wanted. But all right, we've got Brittany into stage. Burns is right there as well. He's going to lead first. Burns gets the reaction time, and it is straight and out the back door for
look
a
at that,
594 at
590.
220 mile per hour to a 666, which Brittany was still on the money with a dial in at 210 mile per hour. So reaction time and a bit of power in the back end for, for the Burns
that was
Mustang.
a very, very nice run. Look at that. It's 594, not too far off that 585.
No, it definitely would have been still maybe on the bump spot if we were running Pro Mod, but got the job done tonight.
No, very good. Yeah, well, that's how I thought it'd go, initially. But when you mentioned it, and then it's at only 114.31.
Certainly. All right, that is Outlaws. Boosted Outlaws done.
What now?
just a couple of minutes, we'll get Brittany Olive's dragster out of the big end of the braking area there. Just again, a vehicle stopping before it's made the turn. No problems, just they shut down early and the big chute's pulling that car down. The big tyres obviously provide a lot of rolling resistance with those cars. Yeah, still a headwind working on us as well, but safely out of the way now. So we are going to be back into Super Street. Here we've got David Matasevic pulling into the Aeroflow lane and Adam Bowers in the Rocket lane. We've got a 10.55 for Matasevic and a 10.11 for Bowers on the dial-in.
Must be getting close to the semis.
Certainly.
There's not too many cars lined up. So this is Super Street, Bowers versus Matasevic.
Super Street, yep. So I think this is the semi-final.
Could be, because there's that really...
The...
Yeah, well, there's that really quick Commodore that I thought was...
Brett Stutchbury.
Yep.
That's it. All right, Matasevic out with a 112. Bowers with the 049 reaction time.
Yeah.
He's doing the chasing here, and it's going to be close on the big end. 10.11 with the dial in. 10.20, yep. Bowers gets it.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, an 049 reaction time. 10.20.
Over a 10th margin of victory.
He'll be pleased with that.
Certainly.
So this is the other pair in Super Street. So we've got and out of these, this pair here, one of them's going to go into the final. I think, unless.
No, we got another pair.
Another pair. Yeah, not that's the quarterfinal. Someone's going to get a solo run.
Right. So Brian had a seeing with a breakout there, giving the win to HSV Rocket Lane. Solid burnout from Hopkins in the Tirana there.
A little Tirana, yeah.
We've got Mark Elborn in the Aeroflow lane, the HQ Ute. 12.52 the dial in to a 10.82. Now Hopkins got the bye on the last round, and still ran basically to the dial in as well. So it's definitely not missing the opportunity to get a practice pass in there, which makes him dangerous. So let's see if Mark Elborn can't tick the boxes and take the advantage with the handicap start. Shallow stage there. Bit of a lazy reaction time.
Oh, wow.
Hopkins gets the cherry on the tree.
Yeah, look at that.
Handing the win to Elborn. So that's certainly one way to tick the boxes.
Yeah, well, that'll red light and a breakout for Hopkins. So he's got the double barrel. Oh, and there's another car, Brett Stutchbury.
Yep, there we go. So that's the buy.
Yeah.
All right, Stutchbury's got a 1070 dial in.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to come on up to the stage. 340 reaction time, 1760, so a little bit down on that, but he's still going to run it out the back door by the sounds of things.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's given it a flat stick. Oh, no, 1071. Oh, look at that. Yeah, not bad.
Right
1071.
on the dial.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pity about the 340 reaction time, but...
Yep. Not a pity when there's no one in the other lane.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, we're getting a couple of bikes here. It looks like the
junior bikes.
Junior bikes,
through.
yeah. The three of them.
Speedway's definitely running. See that lovely brown haze
Yes,
at the end of the track there. That's exactly what you want when you've got a headwind at the track. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so we're just going to set up those safety precautions for the junior category. We'll be right back with the next round of eliminations here at round 3 of the Speed Addict Clothing New South Wales Track Championships at Sydney Dragway.
Aeroflow, famous for our massive range of hose, fittings and performance products. Air filters, oil filters, fittings, engine and transmission parts, fuel systems, tanks, silicone hose, exhaust, air conditioning, turbo and nitrous accessories and more. Get your free catalogue and shop online now at aeroflowperformance.com.
Stay informed, up to date and entertained thanks to Para News. Para News is Parramatta and the Cumberland area's leading free and local newspaper, delivering the best content from on-the-ground journalists and providing businesses with direct access to potential customers. News, sport, entertainment, puzzles and so much more. Para News really is the heartbeat of Parramatta and Cumberland, and it's out every Tuesday. Get your free copy at selected locations in the area or check out paranews.com.au.
Les, I'm going to give you one guess who just did that burnout in junior drag bike. Could it be Joshua Burton-Shaw? We love it. We love a character when it comes to the categories.
Yep.
All right, so we have Lincoln Delios dialed in at a 12:45. B junior drag bike. Josh Burton-Shaw 9:75. A junior drag bike. All comes down to reaction time.
440.
139.
Okay.
Joshua's definitely got the advantage there. Here we go, yes. And Josh takes the win a 9.764 on a 9.75. Taking the win on that round. Jump across to Anastasia Lucky in the Aeroflow lane, who is obviously running a solo pass. A little Yamaha. So we'll just watch the previous pairing peel off to that exit. The starter will release the rider. Anastasia dialed in on 11.75. 103 reaction times, one of her better reactions of the night. Let's see how close you can get to that dialing. All right, 11.91 at 55 mile per hour. Another clean pass for Anastasia Lucky, and that's another clean round for junior drag bike. Let's hope to see some more in the next round. As we move back into junior dragsters, now we have Piper Bennett in the Aeroflow lane, A junior dragster, 808 dialing. We've got Jake McNamara in the A junior dragster also in the rocket lane, 822 is the dial in. So we'll see Jake leave first. Piper will do the chasing, as she has done most of her pairings tonight with that low ET dial in. Both riders coming in. Oh, red light from Jake McNamara in the rocket lane. He's going to hand the win to Piper Bennett on that round. A shame. Very tightly contested. Piper, lucky to an extent there, slightly off on her reaction time as per her average reaction time for today. Right, so we have the lifting sisters down here, Charlotte and Georgia. Coming in, we've got Charlotte in the A junior dragster with an 842 dial in. Georgia with the B junior dragster on a 917. We'll see Georgia leave first. Georgia's being brought forward. Two staging lanes. Got you back there, Les. Alright, Georgia in. Charlotte is in. Go 095 to an 046 reaction time. This will be a close race at the big end. Charlotte being consistent with the low reaction time, and she takes the win, 844 with a 4 on 842 dial in, compared to Georgia at 924 and 917. Alright, we have Savannah Condello here with the solo pass. She's still going to dial in at 831, so use this as a great opportunity to get the reaction time and the start point, the start procedure dialed in and ready to rock and roll. Savannah takes full stage there, and a 153 reaction time. On this solo pass, she will head on down. At 836 on the 831 dial in. So still getting the head around the dial in there, but a clean pass nonetheless. Kate Fowler back through for another pass here. Right, as they get Cade into position. Final adjustment there on the needle. Let's get in and see if Cade can't work on that reaction time. Full stage here. 173 reaction time. Certainly better than a red light, that's for sure. And in some of the pairings tonight, certainly would have been competitive. So good progress from Cade there. Right, so that's the end of the junior round. We'll get the we will get the safety equipment turn around and back into the adult racing categories and continue on with our eliminations for this evening. Another quick shout out to the sponsors of New South Wales Track Championship, Speed Adict Clothing. Great sponsor, has been on board for a couple of years now with the Track Championship, so always happy to have them on board. Go Logistics, the best courier company in Sydney. BikeReviews.com, supporter of the bike categories, and Western Weekender, great supporter of the junior category here for the Track Championships at Sydney Dragway. Looks like we've got the safety bollard removed and the gate is closing down the track. And we'll get back into racing straight away.
Oh, good. It's I couldn't. It's good now. It's it's a great place to work if they didn't race cars. It sounds like the microphone hooked up to my headpiece is attached to the engine.
Ah, right.
That's all I can hear. I can't hear young Pat talking. So
that's not a bad thing, Les. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Oh, I must go back. I was a taxi driver, and I came in sort of mind reading class. I came last.
Okay.
So, but it's the same with this here. That as soon as it comes on, you go away, and then look, and here's those junior dragsters. But anyway, it looks like we're getting into a round of super gas.
Straight back into super gas. That's right. So
yeah.
Just bring the cars through the tunnel and up to the burnout box.
Yeah, so they're getting instructions down there for the start line people.
Okay, so Joe Catanzariti in the Aeroflow lane in a beautiful Pontiac Firebird against Luke Romeo in the VP Commodore in the Rocket lane. Once again, 990 is the index to run for Supergas. So it's all about who gets the reaction time and basically the dial-in of their delay box.
Delay box, that's right. Yeah, because it's never they take off together and then they stop, and then one either hangs back, and then so it must adjust itself for coming on at going off first and coming back on second, and then I'd say the delay box has to work out. This is how you get to 990, and. We'll see how it goes this time.
There we go. 013 reaction time from...
that was close.
Reedy.
I can't see the car.
Just out. Whoa.
Oh.
Breakout. Double breakout, actually.
Yeah.
But slightly less for Catanzariti, so he'll take the win over Romeo on that one. So, again, not exactly the way that you want to win it, but you're going to take it when it comes.
That's right. And no incidents aside, there has to be a winner. So
exactly right. That's right. And it was still it was a fair and square win too. If you want to go back to just who was the fastest, who had the best reaction time, Catanzariti had it there. Had the lower ET and the better reaction time. So no arguments need to come up. But anyway, that moves us into Super Sedan. You've got Andrew Little in the Bushrat Camaro with Jim Denaro in the LC Tirana in the Rocket lane. 974 dial in for Little on a 920 for Denaro.
Yeah, Jim there in that little chef powered LC Tirana. He's going to have to do the chasing, which he's done a lot with that little Cortina that he had. Now he's he's got to do the chasing in the Tirana. So it's just seems like he's completely switched camps, just overnight type of thing.
All right, 102 reaction time to an 061 for Tenaro. He is making an argument for the chase.
Oh, double breakout, but the win going to Andrew Little. He broke out by the lesser amount. Oh, look
Jeez,
at
and it's not by much. It was, yeah, looking at 1,000. They had a 9190 on a 920. And I can't quite remember. I think it was a 973 with a 2 on a 974 dialing. So it's about as close as it gets there.
Yeah, well, here we see Dave Gruber in the Aeroflow lane with a dial-in of a 934 up against Dom Lucci in the Holden VK Commodore, LS 364, 919. Oh.
1-3 reaction time from Lucci. This is going to be a great showing from Dom if he can make his stick on the big end. And he does.
Yeah.
925 with a 5 at 146 to Gruber's 939 on the 935. So well done to Dom Lucci.
Yeah, that was a really good win. And Dave Gruber there, he knew he had a run on his hands, that's for sure.
Certainly. Drove it right out the back door.
Yeah, and, you know, like he had an 037 reaction time, but his opponent had a better reaction time and just ended up getting there first. Clean green, no breakout. So first across the line and takes it out.
That's it. Here's another one. We've got Joe Zammit leaving on 10.04 dial in the Aeroflow lane. Nathan Cowie is chasing on a 9.22. Reaction time advantage to Zammit.
Ooh.
And he manages to secure the win on a 10.05.7 to a 9.27. The Rocket Lane, very nice. Larry Etzel taking the bye run on this round. He's got the 10.35 dialed in.
Yep.
Still chasing at a 1.35 reaction time. Not using the opportunity to just simply break the beams. He's running on through at 10.28 with a 6. It's a solid breakout for Larry.
It is. Most definitely.
Knowing Larry, though, it might have just been a sort of, let's see what happens if I stay into it.
Yeah, he'll adjust. I'm sure he'll make the adjustment.
Yep.
Come hell or high water, preferably the latter.
Yes. All right, modified bike, we're back in. Travis McCleverty with the Gixxer 750 up against Dale Williams on the R1. We've got a 10.21 dial in for McCleverty in the Aeroflow lane to a 9.65 for Williams in the Rocket lane. So Williams is going to be doing the chasing.
Doing the chasing, yeah. He's got. He's been fairly consistent today. He's come up through the field, and he's at this stage in B modified bike, so 998cc. Oh, well, see Travis McCleverty's 750cc. Let's see how Dale goes. 099 to an 094. This is anybody's race here, folks. Oh, double breakout in the win going to Dale Williams in the Rocket lane.
Wow.
A 9613.
Great racing there.
Yeah.
Move on to Sean Ricketts on the ZX12, a 9.36 dial in. And we've got Michael Riches there on the Gixxer 750, 9.83 for a dial in. So it's not a big difference here, but Ricketts will be chasing.
Yes, it's about one orange light difference, so you'll see it dip down in favour of Michael Riches. Riches.
0.16 reaction time for Riches. Well done. 0.77 for Ricketts. He's got some chasing to do.
Yeah.
Will he get there? Oh, a breakout.
Oh, wow.
By the smallest of margins as well.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. 7 thousandths
of a second.
And the Aeroflow lane was 7 thousandths over the dial-in. So
yeah, 7 thousandths over. And his opponent, Sean's opponent, had the better reaction time.
Certainly did. So very interesting there. Very small margin of victory. All right, Bobby Joe Simmons, Aeroflow Lane, Suzuki Hayabusa, 960 dial-in. He'll leave first, being chased by Lorenzo Campagna in the Rocket Lane with a 9.0 dial-in on the V-Rod.
Yeah, well, this is it's going to be a good battle. Bobby Joe's really quick on that Hayabusa, but taking nothing away from Lorenzo, except this one. He's got it all to do chasing because his reaction time isn't crash hot. Bobby Joe. Oh, no.
Bobby Joe.
Jeez.
That curse is back with you, lads.
Oh, mate. God, where's that monkey? Did you see that monkey?
Yeah, he's back on your back.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, it's good that they can't hear us anyway.
No, that's right.
Oh.
Right, so we don't have details on 9970 here. We don't have any information on that driver.
Who could it be left?
Oh, that's Albie.
Albie Davis.
Modified bike, but I'm sure I saw that bike just do a bit of a squirt of nitrous there, so maybe...
Oh, this must be a... they must be having difficulties with the turnaround of the time, and he said, "Oh, can I test this?" or something like that. So,
11:54 at 126.
Yeah, you got a couple of fast cars around there, quicker ones. So we'll see how it goes from here. Oh, that was a good run. Jack Mercer, Bill Hatton. Yeah, look at that. Okay.
Street Fighter back around. Jack Matasevic.
Oh, Street Fighter. Oh, God. Gee, that's a good burn out. Jack Matasevic and that Falcon.
The mighty Falcon.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a repeat of the previous round, actually. Jack Matasevic versus Glenn Featherstone. Yeah, 14:29 versus 15:40.
Well, there must have been. Yeah, well. That's good.
Featherstone had the cracking reaction time last time out.
Oh, right. Well, there's
Oh, and he's got 007 this time. I gave him the curse.
Yeah.
190 reaction time for Matasevic, so he's going to take that win.
Yeah, so the win going to Jack Mel. Yeah, well, that's flashing. Oh, 14.199 to a 14 on a 14.29.
Still a breakout, so
yeah.
There was that red light in the opposite lane.
Yeah, Bill Hatsey now in the from San Susie in the Rocket Lane, the Holden HQ Ute, running a Chevy 350 dialed in 14.25 up against Con Esther. Esther in the Falcon, the Ford 5.4 litre, dialed in at 13.83. So he'll have to sit and wait there till Bill Hatsey gets going, and Con Esther in the Aeroflow Lane will have to chase him down. Oh, look at Bill Hatsey at 005.
Well done, Bill.
Pretty hard to catch up to that.
Certainly, especially with a 4.22.
Yeah.
Time on the other side, work cut out, and he does take the win.
He does.
14.26, and Con Esther breakout as well.
A breakout as well,
100.
yeah. So and. Yeah, Bill Hatsey got there first as well, all clean green and everything else. Yeah, it's not too bad. A 14.26 on a 14.25 and a 005 light. Good package.
Definitely. All right,
right. Modified.
Modified. Here we go. Kelsey Walford Lane in the Aeroflow Lane with Gaskell 788 dial in to Rocco Romano with that big block powered dragster on a 726 dial in. Both competitors been running really well today.
Yep.
So this should be an interesting pairing. Gaskell pulling up into stage with a 788 dial in.
Yep.
Kelsey will be leaving before Rocco Romano by about 1.5 orange bulbs.
Yep, that's it. Yeah,
so 16 for a second. She's off with an 0.34 reaction time.
Oh,
Rocco with a double
look at Rocco.
Will he keep it within the margins? Let's have a look. And he does.
He does, yeah.
747. Unfortunately, Kelsey a little slow on the dial-in, which is
Yeah,
rare
it must
for
have
that
been,
car.
because
Yeah.
Rocco wasn't too flash on. Great on the reaction time.
Certainly.
004 or whatever, but...
Well won. Right, George Marushlev here in the Aeroflow lane. He's got that 792 dial-in with Lee Hartle-Law on an 807 in the Rocket lane with the Ford Roadster AHR modified. I've got a feeling this category is going to go down to the wire again.
Yeah.
Judging by the racing that we've had today.
Today, yeah, it's been a great meeting today. Thoroughly enjoyed it. There's Lee Hartle-Law and that great little Ford Roadster running a Windsor 440. That's about the biggest Windsor I've seen.
Yeah, 440. I can't imagine you get much more out of that.
And George there, he's charging through the field there. He's dialed in as 792 and Lee Hartle-Law's 807. George has got to do the chasing, but gee, there's no mountain high enough that he can't scale. He's going gangbusters today. Well, I better be quiet.
071 reaction time.
Gee whiz.
George, he gets out.
2 1,000ths of a second at the start.
Close. And George gets the win, a 793 on a 792 to Hartle-Law, an 809 on an 807.
Yeah.
That is a race, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. Well, we've got Mark Bull over from Bangor in the Rocket lane there. Dialed in the 786. That's really quick. Only a small block Chev 388, also sponsored by Shire Performance Engines and Machining.
Looks like he may have had an issue though. They've pushed that car back. Les.
Did they? Yeah, they did too. Yeah, they're pushing it back there. And Craig Davies. Looks like he's on a solo.
Gifted a solo on this one.
Here we go. Oh, well, he'll be able to run it out the back door. He's got a 835 is his nominated dial-in. So we'll see how Craig goes here.
It's a shame for shame for the other crew there. They had a real hot rod on their hands today. Running great mile per hour.
Oh, 007 red. Doesn't matter. That's good. Gee, 837 on an 835, 200s over. Pretty good, matey. That was well done, Craig. Oh, we're into extreme bike it is it? Yeah, Ryan Franks and Cherry Buggy, yeah.
Just a little clean up down here where that dragster was. Looks like it might have dropped a little bit of something. So just a quick tidy up down there to make sure that nothing wrong, and we'll get back on to the extreme bike. Got to say the racers have been doing a great job, being nice and consistent, prompt to the line. You know, we certainly haven't been waiting on the races today, which is
it's good, isn't it?
It's a great reflection on how professional these sportsmen track championship races are.
Yeah, it certainly helps when you get when they're running so consistently, and they're all in their positions every time. I mean, if they're not at the staging and things like that, they're down here.
Yep.
So it's the bracket marshals there too. I can see Macca down there.
All right, here we are. We're going to move forward with the extreme bike. So Sheree in the Aeroflow lane there.
Oh yeah, this will be 2 higher buses. Oh, now there's a difference. A 1300cc for Ryan Franks in the Rocket Lane, and Cherry Buggy there. Hers is 1441cc. So
it's got the stroker in
yeah,
buggy bike.
Okay, well,
yep. Back to heads-up racing with the Extreme bike. No dial-ins.
no dial-ins, yep. Heads up.
Work off the 7.0 index.
Yeah, we've got number 4, Cherry Buggy, and Ryan Franks.
That two-step working well on the Franks bike. It is out of there. 0.90 reaction time of 129.60 foot. He's going to head on down for a 749, 192 mile per hour.
Yeah.
That is a nice pass from Ryan Franks there in the Rocket Lane.
Okay, next pair out, Darren Foley in the Aeroflow Lane. In the Suzuki Hayabusa 1300cc, our number 1 qualifier here today in this bracket, up against Diane as a party in the Suzuki GSXR 998cc. And she's our number 6 qualifier in the bracket today. But I think they're just running on a Chicago shootout for points.
Close on the reaction time, but big advantage in the 60 foot for Darren Foley there at 117 to a 165. Goes through for a 746 at 214 mile per hour.
Yeah, look at that.
Dan certainly out of the gas.
Yeah.
On that pass, but
yeah. Like 139 miles an hour.
214 miles per hour is certainly getting along. Okay, Mike Lawson making his way up here on the Hayabusa. Just going to go on a solo pass.
Yeah, from up on the North Shore there, Hayabusa 1300. Our number 7 qualifier with a 13158. No, that
definitely not.
No, not representative of the class. That's for sure.
That's a much cleaner run, but he's buttoned off basically straight after the 60 there. So something not 100% happy. Nonetheless, can be happy with a reasonable launch. Take some data rather than none.
None, yep.
That's
get something.
Okay, here we are. Back around with Top Sportsman by the looks of things. We've got Greg Fowler down there in the Beretta. He's got the 750 dial-in loaded up. And it will be a solo pass. That was not exactly a burnout that would have gone to plan there. So hopefully it doesn't affect the ability to launch the car too much out of the hole here. But Greg's got plenty of experience, so I'm sure he might make an adjustment there. Okay, ready to roll. Greg's going to moving up into pre-stage. Chevy Beretta's been super consistent tonight. Greg doing his job behind the wheel. Let's see how close we can get to that 750 dial-in. No 3.9 reaction time, a 1.12 60 foot from the Chevy Beretta. Greg is making his way on down to an 8.18. Looked like, yeah, definitely an early shot off there with 136 mile per hour, but a pretty clean run for the first half. So definitely still taking some data away from that run. Next pairing, George Matter, A Civil LH Tirana with an 8.0 dial-in. Against Leo Georges in the Rocket Lane. The little panel van there, 879.
Okay. Ah, great.
What'd you forget? All right, Matter just getting the last couple of little instructions from the crew. We've got Georges into pre-stage. Matter into pre-stage as well. Georges full stage. Matter almost there. He's in. Let's go. Leo's going to leave first. Picks the wheels up. The Angry Carrot. Gets on down. He's got the 0.47 reaction time to an 0.82. This is a close drag race here. 8.88 with a 7 to an 8.09. So the reaction time and the ET coming in clutch for Leo Georges there in the panel van. Great race from Matter though. All right, we're going to move on to another solo pass here. Joe Gattalari in the VL. Top Sportsman, he's got the 850 dial-in on. Right, as he moves forwards towards the staging lane, we are just about ready to go. Then he gets straight back into the bikes after this pass. Okay, so Joe Gattalari just breaking the beams there, not putting the combination under any extreme stress for no need with the buy run, which is fine. He's more than within his rights to do that. Just have to basically accept the green light under its own power, and you consider you've made a pass.
Ah, good. It's
back into mod bike by the looks of things. So we just get the Gattalari car out to the return road. Yep, so Wally Hoster here on street bike. No, modified bike. Right, so Wally Hoster in the airflow lane. He's got 923 dial in. He has Joe Curry for company in the Rocket Lane there on the Harley Davidson Destroyer. He's got an 869 dialed in there. So Wally is going to be leaving first with Joe trying to chase. Hopefully Joe can get a nice clean launch, because there's a good chance for a close race at the big end.
Yep.
With these two.
Yeah, both fairly seasoned and competitive racers, and two very, particularly Joe Corey. That Harley Davidson Destroyer. He'll get it going. Oh, gee, I tell you what, Wally Host. Oh no,
Joe had an issue with
Joe,
the shift there, I think,
with it again.
And Wally goes through with the 949, 23 dial in. Fair and square, can't complain about that one. Okay, Cheryl Beddoes with solid burnout there on the V-Rod in the Aeroflow lane. She's got the 869 dial in. Brian Alvizio's on 851, so not a big difference between the start time there. It's not a huge handicap leave, but Cheryl will leave first. Good reaction time from Alvizio there. Sound like a missed shift possibly, or just run into the rev limiter for Beddoes, which is going to give Alvizio the win with an 894 on the 851 dial in. Right. Next pairing down will be Angela Phipps Hunt on the GSXR 1000, and then to Jesse Barnes in the Rocket Lane.
Oh, this is just a
grudge?
bit of, grudge.
Yeah,
racing,
grudge.
yeah.
I was going to say, these aren't the same category, are they? It's 130 reaction time to an 077. Let's see if Angie's got the top end.
Right.
Just Jesse Barnes still sneaking through with a 10-1, 140 to a 10-1-2 for Angie there. This is Albie Davison back out for, you can only imagine, another test pass.
Pass, yeah.
Reaction time for Albie. 860. Been running in the 1150 range tonight with this combination. A little bit off on that one. 1172 with a 7 at 119 miles per hour. Albie Davison there.
Now we're moving forward. It looks like we've got a couple of juniors here.
Yep. Juniors rolling through. We're going to get, I think we might get the bikes first, junior bikes.
Oh, yeah,
I can't see them there, but coming through the tunnel, so we'll get back into that. We'll make that adjustment down at the exit gate and get them lined up to get these kids through. The more experience they can get, the better they get, the better racing we get to watch. It's a win-win, really.
Yeah, all round.
And the juniors definitely going to be a feature with the Aeroflow Sportsman Series in at the NDRC round, the Nitro Champs. May 3rd through to 5th here at Sydney Dragway. So plenty of eyes will be on the juniors at that event. Going to have packed stands. I've got my fingers crossed and my toes crossed, to be honest, Les, that the stands are going to be packed here. And if they're not, people have got rocks in there for not being here to see their big headliners, which is the Top Fuel Dragsters and the Top Fuel Funny Cars. But not only that, just the quality of racing through the rest of Group 1. Group 2, 3.
And all the rest of them. Yeah, we should have some really good, classy fields.
Certainly.
And I'm hoping that the numbers and the races will support the track.
Certainly, as well as the entertainment. We're going to have Matt Hall in the Red Bull Air Race. Acrobatic plane. I think it's going to actually land on the end of the drag strip.
Yeah, it said he was going to. I was going to land and take off. So
So
that'll be interesting.
I don't think that's been done before.
No. It was. Yeah, well, we've had helicopters, but they've only got to go up and down.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a world champion.
Yes.
I think 2 times world champion. He was in.
I think
you can have that on your own too. That aeroplane racing and stuff like that. Oh, here we go.
Josh Burtonshaw, ladies and gentlemen, from Albion Park in New South Wales. The most enthusiastic junior drag bike burnout.
He's a winner in his own competition.
Absolutely. He's got it there. I don't know if it's intimidation for his competition or he just really loves burnouts. I've got a feeling it's the latter.
Yeah.
We've got Anastasia Lucky here in the aeroflow lane, patiently awaiting 11.85 dial in. She's left on a 3.23 reaction time. Josh with the 960 dial has an 0.82. He's doing the chasing.
Oh, I think he's ahead already.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the 969 on a 60 dial in. Doesn't seem like the extra large burnout had any effect whatsoever. So, good to see Josh having fun out there. I'm sure the officials may just say, hey, mate, a few seconds less would be good.
Yeah, Lincoln Delios there is giving it a bit of a nudge.
Certainly is.
Playing the part.
Absolutely. He's got the 12.45 dial in. So most conservative dial in of the 3 bikes running time, but also the smallest capacity engine out there. We've got Burtonshaw 300cc, Lucky with a 150, and Lincoln here with 125. Breakout.
Shoot, monumental. A 12.41 on a 12.45. Yeah, good 50.64 miles an hour. No, he's been doing that nearly all day.
Yep.
Okay, now we're into, must be getting, this is either a semi or a final. No, it's a semi. Oh, there's only 3 left.
Semi-final here, we've got Charlotte Leafting, Savannah Condello in this one. We have an 8.42 to an 8.37 dial in. This will be a close race. Both competitors have been on the reaction time today too.
Yeah, both eight junior dragsters. I haven't seen any JDs dial in at like 790. They're all been around that.
They've all been
around the 8 second.
That low to mid 8 second mark. I think the only one that's been right down in the 8.0s has been Piper Bennett.
Oh, Piper,
8.08. She's had.
She's a good little racer.
Excellent little racer.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I remember Piper Bennett when we were here with the funny cars last, and we had obviously the drivers get out and they sign and whatnot.
Yeah.
Piper came up with a little cow from inside her junior dragster, and got everyone to sign it. She's she's got all of the Nitro driver signatures on
great.
On the cow
Wow.
there. So yeah, she's a real fan of the sport, not just a competitor.
Oh, as we were discussing earlier on in the event, here's about the appearance of women at the pointy end of the of proceedings.
Absolutely.
So,
had a breakout for Savannah Condello there.
Condello,
Leads
yeah.
to the win for.
Well, we got Piper
Charlotte.
Bennett and.
Piper Bennett actually adjusted to dialing. She's gone to 820. So slightly slower than previous passes.
Right.
Could be an adjustment to compensate for weather, perhaps.
Yeah, or if there's, I don't know what the humidity is out there, but if there's any humidity, you can't burn water.
Yep.
So they'll get Piper Bennett and Miss Leafty. Charlotte, was it? Yeah,
Charlotte Leafty.
Yeah. So that'll be a finalist in junior dragster.
Still decent reaction time on 1.0. But 1.0 solo pass, not that much of a concern. 8.22 on an 8.20 dial-in. So
yeah.
Certainly quite a bit of consistency there from Piper.
Yeah, she has best reaction times in 0.55, so it's just double.
Yeah.
That's double that.
Yeah, not a horrible reaction time,
No,
but certainly
but
compared to average.
Yeah, that's right. Compared to her previous effort, or her best effort so far.
Certainly. 79 mile per hour is getting along all right, isn't
it? Yeah, I could have. The reason I asked for what the tried to find out what the mile per hour for A junior drags, because one kid went like nearly 85 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I thought, gee whiz,
That's moving.
Yeah, that is.
Yep.
Yeah, I raced a 64 Chevy Nova in the US over the 8. It's a 720 car, but when I got in it, the best I could run was a 752.
Yep.
I don't know what else, but like a 752. Yeah, some of these junior dragsters, I'd probably be just only this far in front of them to cross the line.
Exactly right.
So, yeah, people don't believe it. They still think they're lawnmower engines.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, Daniel Burtonshaw and Robbie Gilb and Daniel Burtonshaw.
Yep.
So we've got two there. We must. Oh yeah. Oh, Uncle Michael. Uncle Michael.
Yep,
he's going to get in the final.
That's right.
He's going to get in the final.
The luck.
Yeah.
The luck is on board with the Withers tonight. Another classic Burtonshaw burnout there.
Yeah, that's
Daniel's got the dial in at a 10.08 tonight to a 10.70 with Robbie Gill. Let's see how the reaction time lottery works out.
There's Robbie's in, just waiting for Daniel. There, in it. This is it. Clean green for Robbie. Clean green for Daniel as well. Daniel's got the start line advantage here, a 1.28 reaction time. Robbie Gilb there, a 1.95.
Oh, breakout for Gilb.
Oh, yeah, Gilby went too quick.
9 thousandths of a second.
Yeah.
And, geez, what a shame, because there was a margin there for Daniel Burtonshaw. He was on a 10.08 dial-in. He was running a 10.78. So, yeah, what could have been for Robbie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, gee whiz. Oh, well.
Nonetheless, here's Mick on Prime.
Yes.
Coming up on this pairing, 9.21 dial-in for Dom to a 10.03 dial-in for Joe Zammit. This will be interesting because we know that Lucci has good mile per hour on board with that supercharged LS power.
Certainly. So you'll see Joe Zammit over here in the Aeroflow lane. He'll get the handicap start, and Dom Lucci in the VK, Commodore with the LS364. Chase him down. There you go. Oh, gee.
Red light, Dom Lucci. He's
Joe
going
Zammit
to be seeing red all the way down the track down there because he was right on with the rest of the pass. But congratulations to Joe.
Well, that's the Joe Zammit that we're used to seeing, especially when he started drag racing, and you know, he just marches through the field, all business, no fanfare or anything like that. But yeah, he's a pretty tough racer. Andrew Little now in Super Sedan with the 971 dial in. That's Daniel in the rocket lane up against Larry Etzel. Larry's in that little, pardon me, Mr. 300 ZX with the Mopar 408. He'll get to go first. Oh, look at that, an 029. I don't know if Andrew Little can catch him with a 422. No. 383 on a 10.25 and an 0.29 reaction time. Good for Larry Etzel there, the winner. Up against Andrew Little. He, on his 971, runs a 975 at 136, but a 0.422 reaction time. So, clear winner there.
Very nice. All right, back into Super Street. We've got Mark Elborn in the HQ Ute. He's got the 1260 dial in. Up against Adam Bowers in the HQ Coupe. Oh, is it a Coupe? I think it's a Coupe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 1011 dial in. So certainly going to be doing some chasing here. There's a couple of seconds.
Green.
2.5.
Green.
Green. So Bowers 129. This is a close
reaction
time.
Nothing in it.
Yeah.
0.02 of a second.
Nothing in it at all. Let's see.
This will be close. Should be.
Oh, a breakout from Elborn in the Ute. What a rarity. And a nice dial in, nice ET from Bowers there.
Bowers,
10.13 on a 10.11. Okay, this will be a great heads-up race. 10.66 on a 10.66.
Yeah.
We've got the turbo LS-powered Commodore in the Aeroflow lane, and we've got the LSA supercharged LS in the HSV of the rocket lane. So it's going to be heads-up racing here. It's going to all come down to reaction time.
10.60.
Oh, and Dave Morton has left a cherry on the tree.
Oh, 101. Yeah.
Handing the win to Brett Stutchbury, who's come away again with a 0.75 reaction time. He's been right on that money.
Oh.
It was a breakout too. The win still goes for Stutchbury.
Yep.
With 10.62 versus the 10.80 as far as ET is concerned. Actually, almost identical mile per hour between those two cars. So good, exciting race again. Here's Lee Doherty again in the MX-5 with that 13B rotary power plant down there. Last time out ran a bit of a breakout on the index. They're running to a 760. Here it ran 744, if memory serves.
That was quick. That was that really nice straight pass.
It was a very straight pass. Really clean 60 foot. I think it was a 112 or a 121? I can't remember.
No, he's pretty quick. If there was a lesser amount, I would have nearly bet my house that was like the quicker 60 foot. But he gets out of the hole, and it might drift. Well, it might spear slightly off to the right. But gee, once it gets going, once it gets past that 60 foot, boy,
it's carrying some mile per hour in the back end. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. A couple small adjustments to the wheelie bars on the back end of the MX-5 here, just to try and keep that car nice and straight.
Yeah, it's funny, you see a different perspective up here. Some of the races, not all of them, but you could see they're heading for if they kept on the same angle. It looks there, but they just want to do that to get back.
That's right. They know their car's going to head one way or the other, so a little bit of correction. for a PB here, I'd say, rather than cutting a light.
There he goes.
It's moving around, but a good steer job from Lee Doherty. 115, 60 foot. He's right on the... No, it looks like he's cleaned up the timing cone. Looks like he's crossed at a 774, but has taken a timing cone with him on the way down there. So, but yeah, look at that. 145 mile per hour is a good 30 or 40 down on
for sure.
on what it normally runs. It's still running at 774, so I dare say that was on track for another 740. Did it? It did take out a cone, didn't it? I was sure I saw something go for
Spear
a wander,
out,
but, Yep.
Oh yeah, that's George down there.
All right, so timing marker at 1,000 foot replaced. Track crew back in position. Front end dragster burnout complete. And here we are. We've got the bye run for George Bugarishli over there. That's probably the longest burnout I've seen George do, to be honest.
Yeah, he's usually goes to about just a little bit, just about where he is now.
Yep. Hey, you got to enjoy it when you get the
Oh
opportunity.
yeah, that's right.
See what that LS Power dragster can reel off by itself out there.
Yeah. It'd be interesting now that he is by himself. So he doesn't. Well, he's just racing himself. Well, he's just attacking the tree, and so we'll see how it goes here.
Oh, good reaction time.
Good reaction time. Gee whiz, I would have said he was just a little drift to the side. 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, Rocco Romano or George is in the final. So it's either Craig Davies or Rocco Romano. That's these two. Rocco's in the rocket lane there. And dialed in with a 727. And Craig Davies in that front engine dragster. That's a really, really neat little machine he's got there. Dialed in with an 836, so he'll get the handicap start. Rocco Romano in that big block Chev, 598, nearly 600 cubic inches to do the chasing. So, but if Craig Davies can get a start, a nice reaction time. Yes, could set the cat among the pigeons there. And Denser Park is where Rocco's from. Bolton Dragster 598. Also sponsored by SRG Scaffolding, Nick's Mini Skips, and Fairfield Mobile Auto Electrics. Shane's Race Engines and Motorsport Connections on board for Craig over there in the Aeroflow lane. So we're just waiting for them now. They're both pre-stage, just waiting to full stage. Rocco's in. Now, Craig. Oh, and oh, look at this.
2 for Rocco.
This is the professional end.
Absolutely, a 1.060 foot as
Rocco
well.
He
gets the win.
Yeah, look at that.
7.28 with a 9 on a 27 dial in. She's not a lot there.
No,
300's
there
margin
isn't.
of victory.
Yeah, when you look at the reaction time, that's pretty damn close.
Yeah, if the reaction times were even, it would have been, I think, a 100th of a...
Oh,
of a second.
young Dale, he's there from Cowra. In the Yamaha R1 998cc up against Sean Ricketts in the Kawasaki ZX12R 1199cc. Oh, yeah, wow.
960 dial in for Williams to the 936.
Yeah, to 936, yeah. So Dale will get the handicap start over there in the rocket lane. And Sean Ricketts is he's pretty good at chasing.
0.22 reaction time
But
for Sean.
yeah, look at that, he's gone already.
Big advantage.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Dale trying to chase him down, ended up breaking out there as well.
Just couldn't make it. I was let down by his reaction time. Lorenzo Capogna, Mount Pritchard. Harley Davidson V-Rod, 1430 cc's, VP Racing Fuels and Powerhouse Cycles, helping Lorenzo through his racing efforts here. Nice solo run, dialed in at 9 flat.
No pressure on this one.
Oh. On a 9134, on a 900, he runs 9134 at 142.03.
Nice clean pass from Lorenzo there.
Yeah, it was good. He's a bit. I thought his reaction. It sounded really quick, but it wasn't. Here's another good one coming up.
Greg Fowler definitely making up for that last burnout. It's
Yeah.
a bit of a non-event. He's doubled up on this one. So.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is what I can really do.
Yeah.
So Joe Gattalari and that VL Commodore running a Chevy 555. ASV Contractors, Cosmos Constructions, Motor Oil Shop, and P. Kumar Group. They're all assisting Joe. And Greg Fowler in the Fowler Family Transport Beretta, Chevy Beretta there with 632 cubes on in that little car. It's fairly compact. Dialed in with the 750. And Joe Gattalari an 848. So there's nearly... well, there is a second and a bit difference between the two of them. Yeah, what's that? Greg Hill, gee whiz.
The Beretta has been super consistent tonight, so...
yeah, oh, mate, yeah, the whole family is really, really quick. Just waiting now for the for Greg to stage. There it goes. Joe Gattalari will go first. Here comes the flying Fowler.
Close on reaction time.
Oh, look at nothing in the reaction times there. Neither, Pat. Oh, a win going to Joe Gattalari, an 071. Gee, what's the margin of victory at the end? 1/10. 1/10.
Pretty nice. Good reaction time. There was only, what was it, 5,000th, I think, in
Yeah,
reaction time
yeah,
there. So
5,000. Yeah.
Not a lot going on, but yeah, Joe held it out, which is great to see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should have Leo Georges coming through top sportsman for a solo pass.
Yep, so it'll be Leo and the winner in the Aeroflow lane.
Yep.
Oh, gee, I thought that the Fowlers might have had that, but no, that's it. That's racing.
Gadolari is his
Yeah,
competitor. So
yeah, he's so it'll be Leo and Mr. Gadolari. Now, there he is related to that Rocky Gadolari too, that boxer. Ooh.
seems like there's a slight concern with the flying carrot down there.
Is there? Yeah, there's a lot of people around it, isn't there? Oh no! Oh, throwing something in the his young bloke.
Last minute scramble there, which is never really what you need.
Mm.
When you're at the pointy end of
yeah,
when you're at the pointy end of the event.
Mm. Oh no! Oh, Benji going down there.
Up to the starter's grace as to how long they get
to
fix something.
Something electrical, I think.
The booster box maybe a bit low on voltage.
Yeah, you have to pull the pins out. So, what's going on there?
Got the thumbs down from Vegas. Well, that's a real shame for.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real shame for the crew there. Oh, the flying carrot. So does that then promote the Fowler into?
Well, yeah. Well, he couldn't complete he couldn't even accept the green.
Yeah.
Under his own power. So how does that affect Fowler? Well, I guess.
Don't know if it'll mean a rerun of Gadolari and Fowler, or they'll just promote Fowler to the runner-up. But then Gadolari will still have to accept the green. In the final run, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll still just be a promotion of Fowler to runner-up.
Yeah.
As long
as
Gadolari accepts a green.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. So some last minute drama there from Top Sportsman. But
he's been running hard all day too.
Hasn't he? Absolutely. So anyway, that brings us back to Extreme Bike for the final, by the looks of things.
I want to get home tomorrow when Dave Gruber and the rest of the crowd, because he's moved down from Canberra, down in Long Beach, down the coast. So Leo moved down there. He's retired now.
Fair enough.
So, I'll find out.
Yep. Get all the goss.
Yeah.
No worries. All right. Darren Foley in the Aeroflow lane on the Hayabusa. Up against Ryan Franks here in, surprise, surprise, Hayabusa. in the rocket lane. Common theme here at Extreme Bike.
Yeah.
But heads up, running against the index of 7.0.
7.0, yeah, 7 seconds there. Yeah, it's pretty quick.
So far, Darren Foley has run at best of a 6.89 at 219 mile per hour today.
Yeah, that got him to that got him as #1 qualifier.
So let's see if we can back it up here.
There we go.
We've got the reaction time for Franks.
Oh no, gee, Franks is good, isn't he? Oh, he's way in front. Foley, something wrong with the Foley machine.
Certainly, I think it wanted to turn right
Yep.
towards the centre line, so he's backed out of it. But a nice run from Franks there.
Yeah.
188 mile per
Oh,
hour.
here's Daniel.
Yep.
Burton Shaw and Mick
got
Withers.
Mick Withers.
This is the final of Street Bike.
Let's see if Mick can carry that luck through here. But
Yes.
Daniel Burtonshaw is certainly going to be putting up a fight.
Oh, there's another one. Yep, let's see how they... Yeah, well...
Burtonshaw is in pre-stage. Withers pre-stage. Burtonshaw full stage. Here we go. Oh, red light
Mick.
from Mick.
Gee.
He's giving it away on the
yeah.
line. All right. Burtonshaw basically just has to cruise on
Bugger.
down and roll through the line.
Oh, gee.
Congratulations to the Burtonshaws. Great showing there.
Yeah.
And but hey, well done for Mick. He was actually right on the dial in too.
13.08 under 13.08 with the 5. Yeah.
That was there, but
5 thousandths over.
just got the jitters on the line, I guess.
Jesse Barnes.
I think it's Jesse Barnes who got him in the wrong lane. There we are.
Yeah, that's it.
R3.
Look down there and he was over the other side. Yamaha YZF R3, 320 cc's.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a different bike than he's running earlier today.
oh yeah, it must be. It'd have to be.
Yeah.
Runs 10s. Street bike. Oh, so it's Jesse Barnes and Daniel Burtonshaw.
Seems
Is
like
it right? Yep.
Yep. Okay. I don't think it was a 320cc
No.
R3, but
No, yeah.
Anyway. That street bike through.
What's left?
I think we're going back into
To
juniors.
junior dragster.
Yep.
Eight o'clock. Ooh.
All right, we'll get the junior setup done, and we'll be back around for should be the final round for juniors.
Yes, it should be. Yeah, there's no others, so there's just two of them there.
Yep, and then the bikes as well.
Yep. The bikes behind them. Gee, that's looks like a really big junior dragster, doesn't it? It's very wide. Still.
It's a great looking dragster though. Piper's Misbehavin', as it's named.
Misbehavin', yeah. Hey.
So great paint job. It's got the underglow lights.
Yeah.
That's down there. It's sort of a canopy style.
Two ladies in the. They're going to battle it out.
Absolutely, Charlotte
So
Lifting.
it's good, yeah.
Piper Bennett. We've got an 821 dial in for Piper and an 842 for Charlotte. Both A junior dragsters. So it'll be interesting to see. Strangely enough, Charlotte was 15th in qualifying.
Yeah, look at that, and up against fourth.
Yep.
So yeah, that's right. You don't have to be the fastest one there.
Got to be consistent. But also, you never know. There might be a bit of sandbagging there. Les.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it was a bit slow on that one.
Right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's
games in drag racing.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, never. Not. Yeah, no.
Very good. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Fire 'em up.
Oh, it's not starting.
Good sportsmanship there. Starter may be dead for
Yes.
for Piper.
Yeah, but they were good to. They said, "Oh, use this one." No.
No. Looks like there's a slight issue here with getting Piper Bennett's. There it goes.
Yes, there we go. Wow.
That's the kind of sportsmanship that we love to see.
Yeah,
in drag racing, right? You know,
wait for them and then give them the starter to help them go. It's good.
Because you still want to race at the end of the day.
Yeah,
don't you? You know, you don't just go, ha, your starter didn't work, and then pack it up. You know, I mean, that's a bit rough, isn't it?
Yeah, especially at that age.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, geez, that sounds strong. Piper Bennett's, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a real deep
thumpy.
tone to it,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Thumper there. Yeah.
It's like the big block versus
versus
small block.
Small block. Yeah, exactly. 8:21. Piper Bennett will have to do the chasing. So Charlotte Lifting over there in the rocket lane, dialed in with an 8:42. She'll get the handicap start. So she'll be the first to leave. Piper Bennett in the Aeroflow lane, dialed in with an 8:21. So she'll have to do the chasing. And it should be interesting. It's I think at this stage in a final, it's probably down to reaction times.
Certainly, and both races have been in the zeros.
Yeah, they've been
Most
really
of
good.
The competition
Oh well,
rounds.
you got 4 against 15. So oh, look at that!
We've got a race on our hands here.
Is she getting a win? Yeah.
Oh, breakout.
Oh,
for,
breakout by
for
Piper. Oh,
well,
run.
and a nice run from Charlotte Lifting.
Lifting,
as well.
very good. Oh,
8:43.
look at that. Yeah, 8:43 on an 8:42.
Yep.
And an 0:22 reaction time. Piper Bennett's wasn't too bad either.
No,
A 0:46, but just too quick. An 8:177.
Tightly contested.
Yeah, good.
Junior there, so congratulations to Lifting. I think Delios has taken a leaf out of Josh Burtonshaw's.
That's right. If he can take half a day to do a burnout.
Much more stout burnout there, so...
yeah, I hope it lasts the run and boom, pop a tyre.
Certainly so. Burtonshaw with his calling card out there, and...
yeah, it looks like a bit of a family deal there.
Yep.
Or he's brought his own, they all drove a bus and
he's got the
got his
backup.
own, yeah.
He's got the backup crew there,
Yeah.
Very good, all right. Burtonshaw in a full stage. Delios moving in. 2:16 reaction time. Burtonshaw again with the 0.65.
Yeah.
He's just been too good today.
He has.
Josh Burtonshaw, as
Yeah.
long as he's not breaking out,
No.
which he doesn't. So he will
Yeah.
take the win.
Yeah, so Josh Burtonshaw, you're a winner in the Littlelands A junior drag bike. Oh, and you've got a B junior drag bike. But Josh, with that A junior drag bike, is your winner, and your runner-up's Lincoln Delios. So, good on the both of them. Oh, well, there's 3 of them. They were going, but these 2 amassed the most points.
Yep.
So they ran off in the final. There we go.
All right, so Street Fighter coming through by the looks of things.
Yes, yeah. Street Fighter, yep. And then it'll be Super Street, I guess. That's a class in the US where they've got delay boxes now.
Oh, really?
Super Street, yeah. In NHRA. Oh, I was really disappointed when I saw it because me and Bushy went over to the US Nationals. I mean, separately, but and we were there for the thing. I just kept on missing him.
passing ships in the night.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, so we've got Bill Hatsey,
Hatsey,
as a
Jack
finalist in the Rocket Lane. He's dialed in with a 14.25. And Jack Matasevic, the young fella over there in the Aeroflow Lane. He's dialed in at a 14.19 and Bill Hatsey a 14.25. Gee, there's not much in that, is there?
There is not. Yeah, it's pretty close. And,
Very close.
Bill's been Johnny on the spot with the reaction time tonight. So but
Yeah,
Jake's
he's
been no
been
slouch
good.
either, to be fair. So
No, he has. You know, like I said, that his two brothers are out.
Yep.
Or his uncle and his dad or whatever. But here we
6'5",
go.
079.
Oh, gee whiz, that's not too bad either.
Do have a race on our hands.
Bill
for the quarter final.
Hatsey's just in front on the with that 065. I think he'll convert it into a...
Oh, it's a breakout.
No.
It's a breakout. And Jack Matasevic right on the 14.196 on a 14.9.
Oh, wow. Look at that. In Street Fighter,
Yep.
you know.
That's a great pass. So great.
I'll
win for Jack
say.
Matasevic.
Yeah.
On that one. And a real shame for Bill Hatsey because he's been running really well today.
Yep. So that'll be your runner-up, Bill Hatsey in Street Fighter, and your winner, Jack Matasevic, in that Ford Falcon, and Bill Hatsey in the Chevy 350 Holden HQ Ute. Yeah, geez, that's a nice paint job too.
It is.
Wow.
Yep, big congratulations there to
Yeah,
Charlotte
both.
Leithning coming
Yeah.
back through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Taking out the win from the junior dragsters.
Yep, so...
Next class coming through, we've got, Mod Bike.
Yep. Is the... can you hear the Speedway cars through your headphones?
Not quite, I can just hear the bikes.
Oh, no. No, I can hear the Speedway through mine.
Must be quite a bit more feedback on your headset.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, that's...
All right, so Wally Hoster in the Aeroflow lane. BC Performance backed Suzuki GSX-R 1000 has a 923 dial-in. Brian Alvisio with the DeWalt BMA Gas and Water Kawasaki ZX-14 has an 851 dial-in in the Rocket Lane. You've got number 1 and number 2 qualifier
Yes,
for Mod Bike here. So this should be a good race.
Wally hasn't been, it's a long time since I've seen him in a final. Oh, look at that.
0.72 reaction time for Alvisio. He's the one to beat here.
Good race here, Pat.
This is a close one. Right on it. Whoa, Wally Hoster gets it.
On a 193, gee.
Wow.
Must have been a missed shift.
9:27.
Didn't sound like it.
Yeah, definitely some time lost in the back half there from Brian Alvisio. So a real shame there. Maybe he was a bit worried. 146 mile per hour. I would say he's down on mile per hour there. So maybe he was a bit nervous about breaking out.
Oh, yeah.
He might have just wound off the throttle a little bit, and it was just a bit too soon, unfortunately.
Oh, this will be good too.
Yeah,
Sean Ricketts over there in the Aeroflow lane from Castle Hill. Kawasaki ZX-12R, dial in 935. Lorenzo Capogna. Oh, he's been storming up through the field all day long, and the Harley Davidson V-Ride 430cc. Dialed in at 910. 910's quicker than 935. So Lorenzo Capogna in the Rocket Lane will have to chase Sean Ricketts. It's usually Sean that's doing the chasing, but not this time.
Sean is pretty accurate with his dial in, so Lorenzo's definitely going to have to be on his game.
Yes, I haven't seen the Simonator here for a long time. Gee. All right. There, here we go. So Sean will go first. Oh, gee. And Lorenzo.
On the stage.
Gee whiz.
It's a nice reaction time. 043, but an 030 from Capogna. He may well have Sean Ricketts' measure here. He's going to cross the line. Oh, Ricketts gets it.
He held him off.
Wow.
9:43 and a 9:43 on a 9:35. So, oh, gee.
3
Yeah, you're right.
hundredths of a second margin of victory there.
Oh, it is a 4-door from that Adam Bowers.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
4-door. Yeah. South Wentworthville, South Wenny.
All right, here we are. Brett Stutchbury in the Commodore with the Turbo LS. Adam Bowers with the HQ 393 cube small block. We've got a 1011 for Bowers dial in, which has been right on the last bunch of passes.
Yeah.
And 1066, which is backing up Stutchbury's previous pass, which would have been a breakout. He ran 1062. So let's see. 166 reaction time. Better reaction
173.
time.
It's anybody's here.
Let's see.
Anybody's.
Bowers
Here they
chasing
go.
down. But
Stutchbury there.
oh, he's broken out.
Yeah, look at
A
that.
61 with a 4 on a 66. Bowers taking the win with a 10-11 with a 7 on a 10-11 dial-in.
Yes.
Congratulations to Bowers. That is a great pass.
Yeah, he's been. And I haven't presented him with a trophy for a while, so he's gonna. He'll get one today.
Certainly.
Tonight. Oh, geez, Joe Zammett. He's up here too. Joe Zammett in the rocket lane, dialed in with a 10:03 up against Larry Etzel. And this is the best I've seen Larry go for a long time. 87 Nissan 300 ZX, dialed in at 10:35. He'll get the handicap start. Joe Zammett to do the chasing. So 10:35 for Etzel and a 10:03 for Zammett.
Etzel put the pressure on with the full stage bolt before Joe came into pre-stage. Oh, a red light.
Well, there's your winner in Super Sedan, Larry Etzel.
Etzel's seen it. He's seen the flashing lights. He's buttoned off, and he's going to have a leisurely cruise as the winner of the Super Sedan in the Aeroflow in there. Congratulations to Larry Etzel, HM Machining in the 300 ZX.
And Joe Zammett on a 10:03 ran a 10:05, all the same.
Everything
but
right there.
He's got that red light there hanging over his head.
Certainly. That's the way the tree falls sometimes.
It does.
Dragster. But here we go. Modified. Certainly the most tightly contested class here today, I would say, beside junior dragsters.
Oh, look at this. So you could do the biggest burn here. Rocco's. It's nearly at the half.
Got to put on a show for the few people that are still here in a quite a cool Sydney Dragway tonight.
It is,
But
it's good to see Rocco come up. The young fella. He's really dedicated, and he's been sort of a hard charger when he stepped into this thing.
Yep.
People thought, oh, gee, this is a young bloke just come out of junior dragster, hopping into a 598 cubic inch rear engine dragster to run in the modified eliminator.
Still the same, just bigger.
Yeah, that's right. And George, he does so well with that front engine dragster.
Yep, absolutely. The mile per hour that they've got out of that basic LS is really impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, well, George will get the handicap start because he's dialed in with a 789. Rocco Romano a 728. He'll have to do the chasing. There's a bit of a head start there. Oh, I hope. Oh, look at that.
5 from Romano.
005.
Well, what can you say about that?
Yeah,
He's got a streak on down, and he does get the win.
Yes.
Wow,
look at that.
both on the dial-in
1/1000th.
as well. 1/1000th, and George still with a 789 with a 9.
So
on 789.
9,000's over and 1,000's over.
Geez, there's really
and a
nothing
005.
wrong. A 005 reaction time. There's really nothing
Pretty
wrong with
good,
Rocco's effort this week.
Yeah. Well, the last meeting, George was the winner.
Yep.
And Rocco was a winner this time. Have we got anything left, or is that it?
I can see the Gadalari car down there.
Yes.
So that's the one where we're not exactly sure what's going to happen because Leo George couldn't compete.
He couldn't make the...
Greg Fowler isn't there in the lane, so I guess they're just wondering what's going to happen. I'm thinking they may just get Joe to accept the green.
And then who's the winner?
And he's the winner, yeah, just to make it official.
Yeah.
There's no one else down there at the moment, so...
No, I think you're you'll be right on the money there, Pat, because when you think about it, that's all he has to do to win, is just accept the green.
Yep.
He doesn't even have to move. He just watches the green come up.
That's right. Yep.
No, he doesn't have to move. Before they had to trip the beam.
Yeah, break the timing beam.
Mm. I say that's what's happened, mate.
You'd think they'd be getting it out there sooner rather than later, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Or maybe they're in a bit in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you get it out here, get the meeting over and finished? Don't tell me his car won't start.
I was just thinking the same thing. You wouldn't read about it in top sports.
No, man,
Goodness. Or have they called Greg Fowler to the staging lanes perhaps, and they're giving him time to do so? I think they might be indicating that it's a single pass.
Mac has got he's rather animated. Oh no, he's talking to somebody here. There's a bit of a dispute on, I think, on how they're going to finish. He's telling them. Well, that's it. He's got no opposition.
No, so
Mac is putting the cones out and putting them back.
I wonder if they're discussing whether or not it has to take it under its own power. Surely it's got to do it under its own power.
Yeah.
You can't just
you can't
accept the beam, right?
Mm.
So we do have a single pass up on race control.
He started.
We can hear an engine.
Yep. If he goes through that burn, he's just going to take the green.
Yep. I'll just Joe's just going to pull the car into full stage to make the result official.
Yeah, and it's perfectly legal. It's what he's entitled to do. That's the choices he's got. So
he has no competitor. There is no need for him to make a full pass.
That's right. And
that's a green light.
Green light. Oh, he's gone through, and he's the winner's thing started flashing before he even.
That's right. No competitor.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, congratulations to Joe Gattalari and the whole crew.
Yep.
They have run a solid
they ran
meeting.
hard all day, didn't they?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Top sportsman. A great bracket as well. All right.
That is the end of proceedings.
Yeah.
Here, Les. So another final thanks, I think, to Speed Addict Clothing for being the title sponsor of the Track Championships. Go Logistics for being on board. BikeReviews.com and Western Weekender for their individual sponsorship on the categories.
Yes, they're all. We value their sponsorship,
Certainly.
and it allows a lot of the races to have something to shoot for.
Sure thing. And the next round of the Speed Addict Track Championships is coming up on the 18th of May. That will be round 4 here at Sydney Dragway.
Yep.
So please tune in or get on down to the track for that, because it's always good racing, as you would have seen tonight if you've tuned in. My name's Pat Elliott. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching along on the live stream or here at the track at Sydney Dragway. We greatly appreciate everyone taking part of it. Les, it's been a privilege.
And thank you very much, Pat. And I'm Les Binkhorst, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And we hope to see a lot of people here for the big meeting that's coming up in the form of the Nitro Champs. That's it. So
certainly, 3rd to 5th of May.
Goodbye from me, and it's a goodbye from Pat as well.
Absolutely. Good evening.
Good. Yep.